Killing spree. Double kill.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smokey 8's Invitational, hosted of course here in the great channel of European Halo. My name is Fersila. Joining me is the great Seal once again, and happy to be back. How are you feeling, Seal?
I'm alright. I actually can't remember when the last time we casted together was. I think it was it might have been a year ago or so now. It's been a while.
It actually has been a while. Last time we were both in the booth, HCS was still a thing, so that was quite a long time ago, my friend, indeed. So what else can be said? I mean, it's another day of Halo. We have drops enabled, of course, thanks to HCS. And how about we go through how the format works here?
Yeah, so this is a bit of a weird tournament. It's not really a tournament. It's more of a event for the Smokebox server. Smokebox is like a community, a very new community actually to the European Halo League, created basically just as a way for people to play some 8s. Sauna HQ kind of died a little bit, as it does on a regular basis and occasionally comes back. But Smokey 8s has been thriving lately, and they've decided to have this sort of invitational event for the top dogs of the league. So we're gonna be having 3 matches today. Match number 1 is going to be your sort of passion pit. They're going to be the players who have the most games in the Smokey 8s. So that's going to be your, the people who have been grinding that non-stop basically since it started. And then the next match we're going to have is the people with the highest win rate, the highest MMR. It's not quite just the win rate, but it's effectively just how much you've won. And then the 2 teams that win each of those will go through to the grand finals. But it won't be a match between those 2 teams. It'll instead be another draft of those players, essentially in the form of like an 8s queue. If you guys play 8s, you'll know how that works. And then eventually whoever wins will be crowned the kings of Smokey 8s, and their reward will be having me throwing their 8s games for the next, like, however long.
Thanks for the explanation. I mean, we have quite the series here, and we will be going once again through the format and how it works, so for people joining later down the line. But here we have the map layout of this series. It will be Team Percussion against Team Lights Sal. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. So we have 5 maps. It's going to be a best of 5. That's going to be just your standard way of how it's going to be played. First map is going to be Oddball on Live Fire. Second is going to be CTF on Aquarius. Third, King of the Hill on Solitude. Fourth map, if there's a need to, is going to be Strongholds on Recharge. And last but not least, we are going to have Slayer on Vacancy. And I can already tell, second map is not going to be Slayer, so we are going to be having quite of different map layout from what we're used to.
Yeah, I suppose once again it's a bit like it's trying to emulate the kind of 8Q style. We don't usually play Slayers in 8s, at least not very often, and generally when you do, it's sort of a deciding map like a Game 5 as we have it here. But I'm pretty sure these guys are gonna be ready for an oddball, for the simple reason that I'm pretty sure half of them just came out of an oddball, which went on for like 25 minutes, which is why the stream's a little bit late today. But the first two series are going to be. Oh, we got the roadmap up. Very nice. So this is our European Halo League season. At least the currently denoted roadmap. We've got the draft clash towards the end of the month. Not towards the end of the month, sorry, towards the end of May. I'm looking at the wrong part. We've got the kickoff. That's what I'm looking at. That is also a draft format, I believe. I should know, because I think I'm going to be there. Which will be at the Stoke-on-Trent University, same as our previous LAN, although it will be an invitational. However, if you do not have an invite, that's no reason not to turn up, because there will be lots and lots of side tournaments for you guys to participate in. Plenty to be getting up to, and it's just a good excuse to meet up with people. You know, in the European Halo community, we all kind of know each other. It's always great to see our friends. And then going into spring, we've got all sorts going on. Several Swiss tournaments up to a finals. Swiss is always great. For those of you who've never really tried it, basically the way that works is you play teams that have like won or lost the same number as you. It makes the whole thing way more competitive and way more fun. It's how the old Uni Halo League used to run for for anyone who participated in that. And we've also experimented with it in the past. It's how the previous LAN event worked. So the EHL is kind of a pioneer of that sort of tournament, and personally I'm a big fan. Then we've got some FFAs, we've got some doubles. I think we've got a Valentine's Day tournament coming up, although it's not on there. Maybe that's not an EHL one. Hopefully it is, because otherwise Reed will murder me. But yeah, that's the general gist of what's going on.
Absolutely, and we also would like to thank HyperX for sponsoring all those broadcasts that are going to be having. Without their support, most if not all of this will not be possible. So we're just loading into the first map. It's going to be Oddball Live Fire. They need to score 100 points to win. It's a best of 3 round, so whoever walks out with the ball in their hands for more than 100 seconds each round, or the most points before the time runs out, is going to be declared the winner. So I mean, let's hope it's not another 25-minute oddball round still, because they might get tired.
Maybe, but I'm kind of hoping for a close game here. We've got 2 interesting sets of players on either team. I'd say, you know, person I'm going to have my eye on here is Luke is too good, or just Luke. I think will probably be the days going by. He is probably the newest player, possibly in the entire European Halo scene. We don't really have very many of those knocking around, and Luke's only been playing for a few months, but he has been roaring through the ranks. Already picking up his first kill on the board, getting shots down towards Topen with camo and numbers advantage. You don't think this setup's going to last very long, and it will not. Light Axel now, camo and snipe. What can you do with it?
Oof, misses that shot. Still, there's still plenty of shots to work with. Barely misses it, but still gets a little bit of a revenge shot and gets the kill. And the job done. Lightsel still has a full mag to work in. A little bit precipitated, but still not able to get that hit with the sniper. Still has a lot of time with the sniper and 3 more shots to work with. Let's see what he is able to work with. His team is getting some great time on the ball, baiting the enemy team, and there's the shot. And there could be another one. Gets the shot, but unfortunately misses and gets taken down. No more sniper, no more camo, and the ball now walks to the side of Team Percussion.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would have liked to see Team Light Axel there. Maybe trying to make some space towards that tower side, get a bit more of a setup. Instead, they were just sort of holding it in cuts, and it worked for a little while, but it hasn't actually netted them very much time at all. It might have been worth taking that risk of playing aggressively into one of these setup positions. With the ball getting played, it's still only going to be a 13-point lead in favour of Percussion, but Topen is already there, ready to pick up that ball and get it moving straight back towards tower. These guys have been a well-oiled machine so far, getting that ball moving.
Great perception, and we have a little bit of a commando action coming from the team captain Percussion. A couple of shots, be able to take the shields and the kill, but that nade is going to be a little bit of a rock in the shoe and in the way, also making him trip. That's a double kill for 0, giving a little bit of an advantage to his team. Still, the ball gets reset, 40-11 so far on the scoreboard, and the advantage, of course, is going to be for the team in the red. As Team Percussion is aiming to take the lead, and it seems that the active camo is going to be not a problem. It's just going to be taken down so far, and well, the domination and the map control, it's clear. Team Percussion is giving Team Lightsol a really rough time.
Yeah, they're definitely taking the lead here pretty decisively. Light Axel, despite a pretty decent start in the game, they just haven't managed to put those points on the board, and now Light Axel himself is going to find himself in an awkward spot. He does win the 1v1 onto Vimkin with a beautiful late jump. More kills coming down on their side, but Phoenix here is going to have to try and hunt down this last player, and Perk hits the snipe. He hits the body on the second, but he is going to back out and try and play his life. With 4 bullets left in that sniper, that is the right decision. Make sure you do not let that fall into enemy hands, as they're going to get this ball moving once again. This domination is going to continue for Team Percussion.
What a great shot. There's the body shot once again, and 0 steps in to get the kill for his team. There's a 2v1 situation. Great body shot once again. Percussion with the sniper accuracy, just making the other team suffer and shredding. And look at that, it's a 2v1 situation. Now we're tied up. Tries to use a repulse, almost could hit a friend there, but gets immediately taken down. Now it's an all-out brawl right there in the tower section that ends up with a Team Percussion win, and the ball is going to be in their hands once again. The situation is dire in this first round for Team Lixel, as they are 68 points away from tying the game.
Perk is going to find another double kill. It's almost looking like a bit of a victory lap for Team Percussion right now. They are going to play the ball off the map, shutting down any hope that there might have been for Team White Axel. Luke manages to play his life for a surprisingly long time there, but not quite well enough. It's looking over at the stats department as we're possibly reaching the end of this first round. Zero is leading the KD 10-1 right now, and he picks up another one. He's still on a killing spree. He's looking to make some space over towards the south side. Can he pick up Phoenix? Yes, he can. Will take down that player. 3 dead for Team White Axel, and what looked like it could have been a setup for them slipped through their fingers. Camo now in favor of Team Percussion. I don't think they're going to win this round.
This round is a little, if not very, very tough. TPN has the camo on his hands. He's going to try and get some intel for his team and a couple of shots, and that's going to end up as a kill going through. And another one, make it a double, and just a 3-second difference is going to mark them away from victory, and the first round will go in favor of Team Percussion as we go back on the replay. And look at that, that was beautiful, just a quick reaction and the body shot right there that will unfortunately won't end up in a kill, but still. Now as we're loading into round number 2, let's see if Team Lixel has figured out the Team Percussion strategy, or Team Percussion is still going to end up ahead of the meta game that Lixel was trying to bring to the table. A couple of shots with the sniper is still not going to be enough. Most of them miss, but the ammo is going to be wasted, so it won't be a threat to worry about the sniper.
Yeah, I'm liking the opening strats we've seen there for Team White Axel. They seem to be making an effort to play together there, making sure they've got multiple guns on one guy. That did secure them the 4 dead and the camo, but no ball time is on the board yet. Phoenix in an awkward position here. Gonna have to... He has picked up the sniper. Snipe and camo in tower. This could be a devastating combination, but there's a lot of pressure on the shoulders of one guy to make all this happen. Meanwhile, it looks like TPN is actually already on the ball. Maybe literally and figuratively, but he is going to get taken down. 3 dead. That is finally an opportunity for a setup for Team White Axel.
This could be a difference maker. Great shot. It manages to save momentarily the life of his teammate, able to get another kill. I'll grant him the double kill because that, I think that was like a couple of like 1 or 2 seconds difference, but still was able to get the kill, so I might as well give that medal to him. Personally, drops down, because it's now on a killing spree of its own. And able to get the assist, unfortunately not the kill, but still 3 down for Team Percussion, and things are starting to look a little bit more clear for the team in blue that is going to be Team Lixel, as they are starting to gain terrain and deny the pushes that Team Percussion are giving them.
Yeah, Phoenix there with that sniper rifle and camo doing an awesome job. They've managed to get a good 30-second lead here, but that ball, it needed to get played, and I don't think it will have done. No, unfortunately, the ball carrier, I think, died without playing the ball, and that means the setup is just going to be yoinked straight out from under them. Now Percussion's going to be on the hunt, looking for these spawners, trying to turn this into another devastating setup.
Great shots are going to be taken in this half of the match, as we see that it's only a little bit less than half points difference, a 16-point difference that is going to be Team Percussion. Still, Team Lixel are going to be able to take once again control of the ball. It all boils down to how they handle their rotation, and of course the ball is going to be reset. They don't want to risk it, but unfortunately for them, Team Percussion has taken control of the active camo. It's going to be able to maybe do things. Ooh, TPN has to hide around and move around it. No shields. Going to be a little bit rough, but they are able to escape and get the kill. Surprise! The sniper is going to be in the hands of Team Percussion as well. And it seems that they are going to be looking for a sneaky kill. gets spotted, but not going to be taken down, and now we're tied up, but Team Percussion is going to push on ahead on the points.
Yeah, you saw an interesting moment there where TPN, he had the camo top mid, and he had been spotted there, but he didn't want to leave that sniper rifle. He does eventually make that decision to leave it, and Vindican will pick that one up. He's going to find the kill onto Light Axle with a very nice no-scope, and maybe a little bit of disrespect there, that Luke will trade out his teammate. Now Luke and the rest of Team Light Axle are going to have to try and break into this setup. There's no sniper. I think the camo has probably run out by now. And with the forced play ball, it could be an opportunity to make something happen. But so far, Team Percussion has just been so decisive on these neutral fights.
70 points to 35. The difference is staggering at this point, and it's racking up slowly but surely. We see now they are quite a nice approach shooting those spiky grenades. It's unfortunately not going to be quite enough damage to get the kill rolling in. Percussion with a double kill of their own. Now with a triple. Not going to be an overkill anytime soon. But still, Bimkim, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, was trying to look for something on bottom mid along with her team's captain. So they're starting to move along. The sniper is going to be taken down. Not quite yet. He is fighting with his life. Shields are not going to go up on time, and the sniper is lost to time. Still 2 minutes remaining, and the advantage is clear for Team Percussion.
Yeah, the players on Team Light Axle, they're managing to do better than the previous round, but they haven't actually put a single point on the board since that initial setup. They got such a good start, and they managed to convert that better than they did in the first round, where they hardly got anything from that sniping camo. But since then, they've just had no opportunities to, and with 2 going down once again on Light Axle, camo in the armor of Topen, I just don't see a way back into this game for them. If they can't win it in the neutral fight, it feels unlikely they're going to win it when Topen has camo. Although Luke did manage to spot him out. Got some damage going down. Did he get the ninja? He will, and that's just mean. But it's not really going to matter, I don't think, because with 10 seconds left on the clock, TPN is just going to run it down into these guys, because I think he's decided that they're in a charge because we can't lose situation.
I mean, the time is on their side, and also the points at this point. They might as well do a little bit of flashy plays while they're at it. Team Lights, on the other hand, is going to start struggling. We see the whole Team Percussion on the other side, on the 8 side, if I remember correctly. There's going to be a little bit of a battle on top mid. Nothing much to worry about. The sniper is going to be thrown, but the nades are going to be causing a lot of damage. The perfect is right there. The skull is up for grabs. Only 9 seconds separates the first map victory for Team Percussion and the first map loss for Team Laxel at this point. Great shots with the BR. I'm gonna be missing it for the time being. Grabbing it. Oh no, he didn't have ammo. He was going for the quick shot, but unfortunately he won't be able to and gets taken down. That's going to be a hard loss to recover, but still, a lot of time is being put on. The ball is going to be reset. Bimpling had the sniper rifle. 50 seconds remaining on the clock. Skull up for grabs, and the situation is getting tense for both teams. Great shot and a great double kill from Boy Bicas as he gets a double kill and a killing spree. Ball up for grabs. We might be looking at a third round if they are able to play their cards accordingly.
Yeah, Team Percussion maybe got a little too confident a little too soon. Saw TPN going for the ninjas. But right now, that scoreline is getting closer and closer. Numbers advantage in favor of Team Percussion. 2 players go down. Phoenix is going to have to play this ball. He will manage to do so, but did he buy enough time for those spawners to get eyes on it? He is just about managed to get taken down there, but unfortunately Icy Vermin is not going to be there in time. I don't think anyone else is. And it was a valiant effort from Team Light Axle, but it is going to be map 1 going in favor of Team Percussion, and a very convincing win, I would say that was.
a really convincing win. Like you said, the first map is going to be for Team Percussion, going 2-0. But I want to highlight how that second round went for Team Lysol, as they went from the team struggling on that first round. Remember, we had like 100 to like 20 something scored, if I remember correctly, to third map, second round, which was basically a sort of a waking up call, a revival of sorts. So I mean, they were starting to give up a fight. They were starting to push Team Percussion against the wall. So they were actually doing some really good damage and some really good plays. But now, as we are heading into the second map, that's going to be, of course, capture the flag on Aquarius, things might get a little bit switched up. Once a teammate grabs the flag, it basically becomes a 3v4 at this point, since they need to make sure the flag goes smoothly. There's a couple of times where the flag carrier might be able to defend, but that means dropping the flag. It's not like in Halo 5 where they were able to hold at least a magnum to protect themselves. So if they're able to get at least 3 captures going, they are going to guarantee themselves probably a win. But remember, Aquarius is a best first to capture 5 flags, not like the other maps. So it's going to be a little bit more long of sorts. So, looking at how the scoreboard went last match, I could be expecting a little bit of a crash. Yes, a crash. Oh no, a reset. Oops, my bad.
Yeah. Hey, on the subject of the scoreboard, I think I'm going to have my eyes on Zero again. Because Zero by name, but Hero by nature, he had almost a 2 KD and like 140 seconds of ball time, which is just some ridiculous stats. I'm going to be looking to see if he can continue that dominance in this game too. Meanwhile, on the other side, I'm going to be looking at Light Axel to lead his team into battle and maybe manage to lead them to victory.
Zero just dodging those 2 plasma nades like if he was Neo from the Matrix. Active Camo is going to be in the hands of Percussion, but unfortunately gets taken down. And 3 down momentarily for Team Percussion, as Team Lysol is starting to do a hard push towards the flag, but also at the same time making sure they defend them, their flag. Still, this could be a great opening play by Team Light Axel, as they are going to be taking the flag and start running it. Zero is going to be the closest one, but gets taken down. And look at that flag fly by. TPN, look out though, he is going to be on the defense, and also one of his teammates, it could be there for a momentarily flag grab. Yes, it's going to be, as now we're going to be heading probably into a flag stalemate, as both of these flags are out of their respective home, and both of them are ready to be captured, but none of their respective flags are home.
Yeah, it looks like Phoenix here is going to be looking to get up the map. The call seems to have come in for Team Light Axel to focus on getting the re on their flag and not worry too much about the other one, but unfortunately Phoenix is too late to get there before the spawners. The 3 dead is not going to mean anything. He will get taken down. We are back to a standoff. It's TPN going to be looking to make his way up the car side. He's about to get backsmacked though. But I didn't catch who that was actually. But the standoff is going to continue. But it seems like now with Zero as the last man standing on the side of Team Percussion, he gets caught out, but he does manage to trade. An absolutely crucial trade there will mean that TPN manages to get back to the flag, will not be returned. And even though Light Axel is coming in, TPN is ready for him. Can he win this 1v1? Yes, he can, with some help from the teammate. The standoff continues.
We are just playing for the first capture, the first flag, and both of these teams are not letting it go so easily. This is also what I meant when it became a 3v4 situation, but in this time it has become a 3v3 situation, because they have to leave a teammate back to be able to contest and hold the flag, the opposing flag, so it does not reset. In these cases, the approaches, the pushes becomes a little bit more complicated, because if they're able to take down the 3 opposing, great double kill and killing spree by the way, unfortunately gets taken down. If they're able to take down, look at the camo, the camo. What a quick turnaround, but still not going to be quite enough. The camo is still going to be causing a little bit of issue. That's a double kill. Light Axel just wiping out everything that I said. The camo is what they needed. And look at that. What a sneaky play this is. Only has one frag, so might be able to cause a lot of damage, but still, it has become a 3v2 situation. Just waiting for it. Just waiting for it perfectly, but unfortunately it gets taken down. Camo runs out, and the push gets denied.
Oh, I'm genuinely heartbroken. That Light Axel played that so well. He managed to kill 2 people, and he took 1 bullet of damage the whole time. It really felt like he had that chance to make the play there, but unfortunately the rest of his team was just too far behind. We're back on this standoff as Phoenix is looking to make his way through into the base. If he can win the 1v1, it could be crucial, but the thrust isn't going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to get it. Icy Vermin is the last man standing. The flag will be captured on the side of Team Percussion, and TPN is going to be running another one. This could be a dagger in the heart of Light Axel.
This is going to be a hard one to recover from. We see now that the flag is halfway through the map, and once they are able to acknowledge a weakness, you know that the Team Percussion is going to exploit it until the very end, and that's what basically did. They found a weakness, they found a way in, and they are starting to tear it off entirely, utilize it to its fullest, and that's why we have this second capture going off really quick and really strong after this first capture that was basically almost a 8-minute, maybe not an 8, probably a 7-minute stalemate at this point. And just like that, they are once again running it, and we might be looking at a third capture. And Team Percussion has, like I said, found the weakness, they are exploiting it, and they are just running off with it, and probably going to run off with the map win, as they are now putting the third one on the map.
Yeah, it felt like Team Light Axel there, they had so many chances, and they just couldn't actually get it all to come together. And you know, it's got to be said, that's another chance from them. They had camo, they had 4 dead, and camo guy dies. Light Axel is going to keep running this flag, but the other players on the side of Team Percussion have already overextended through the P side. They're going to have to win a fight in their own base here, and even if they win it, they might not get the flag.
There's still a lot of time to play along, but trying to play defense as aggressive at the same time is going to be difficult. They need to be a little bit more on the aggressive like Team Percussion was, because they, like I said previously, when they found that weakness, they exploited it, and they got not only the first capture, but also the next 2 captures really quickly. And just as I'm saying this, they have found yet another one and just ran with the flag, trying to get a little bit of a cover there, trying to get the shields regen, but not going to be quite enough. It's going to be still another capture. 4-0 so far on the scoreboard, and with 5 minutes remaining, they would have to do a capture every minute to win the game. And well, they are now starting to run it, and hopefully they're able to get at least one on the board or something else, walk away with victory, because things are getting complicated on their side, as this could be their second map loss. Great double kill by Luke is too good. Hopefully this ends up in a cap.
You know what's crazy? Up until just now, when Phoenix died, everyone on Team Light Axel was positive on Ishri. Like they're winning the Slays department, but as you correctly highlighted, this feels like when Team Percussion senses a weakness, when they sense an opportunity, they just dive on it, and they seem to always manage to capitalize. Whereas unfortunately Light Axel just haven't been able to. Maybe it's just some desperation coming in from them. Maybe they're just getting a little bit too hasty, because right now they just aren't managing to convert it, despite the fact that they have been winning the Slays department for the most part.
Absolutely. I mean, when we're playing on objective game mode, not everything is about the kills. Yes, it will give you an advantage, but it doesn't matter if you go positive on the scoreboard while you are going negative on the points. Like, the objective points. TPM with a nice double kill with a single frag. That's going to be a highlight for sure. But still, Team Percussion might be going negative on this Slayer department. But when it comes to the objective of the Slays, how they are going to be making them, they make sure it works. And if it doesn't matter if you go through 10 on the scoreboard, if those 2 kills mean that you are heading on a capture, that's basically what's gonna happen. And that's basically what we saw here as we go 5-1 on that second map. Team Percussion walks away with the win. This could be the last nail on the coffin as we're heading to King of the Hill on Solitude.
Yeah, I do kind of want to highlight Vimkim and TPN there, because they, you know, continuing the discussion about KD and objective modes, they were both significantly negative in this game, but they also both, you know, their team absolutely destroyed Team Light Axle, it's gotta be said, for a lot of that, and that doesn't happen if the whole team isn't doing their jobs. So, you know, as you were saying earlier, a lot of the time the KD department really just doesn't mean a whole lot when it comes to these capture the flag games and when it comes to these objective game types. Team Percussion captured 3 flags very, very fast in this game. In fact, I think they captured 4 flags very fast in this game, and only then did Light Axle's team even have any way into it, really. But that 1 flag they did manage to capture probably won't be much consolation to them. It really felt like that game could have gone either way for like the first 7 minutes, and then once that standoff ended, it was very one-sided.
Absolutely. I mean, yes, having the most amount of slays will grant you points, but only if we're talking about slayers. Like, if we are playing on vacancy, sure, they would have won. But when we're talking about objective-based game, especially here on Aquarius, where it's an immovable object, of sorts, where you grab the flag, there's something about just making sure they play along the important kills. Like, we saw how they both of those teams, these teams, started with a really, really perfect defense all along. I mean, they were just making sure the flag stalemate ran through the most amount of time, and they were able to hold it down for a long time. But like I said, Team Percussion was the first one to handle the weakness that Team Lysol opened, and they exploited it and gifted us a quick 3-0 capture on the first 7 minutes of the match. Then they started another capture, and then the struggle to get at least 1 capture that ended up, of course, with the team like that getting 1, but immediately getting counter-capped by the other team. So in this time, I mean, once again, King of the Hill is a little bit more, well, not a little bit more, it's quite different to to capture the flag, sorry. So they need at least 1 player inside the hill, and the other ones to be looking out for the one that is inside. And probably the bait and switch tactic could do wonders here, but still, it all will depend on how they are able to move themselves around. And while the kills could work, let's see if they are able to make key kills for it to work.
The aggression coming in from TPN there, just no fear running out mid-map. He basically decided that he didn't think Team Light Axle were going to shoot at him, and you know what? He was right. They didn't take any damage grabbing that camo, and now that he's got it, he's putting it to good use, getting intel for his team, getting damage on the map. Not managed to pick up any kills yet, but with Perk shooting like that, he doesn't need to. Going to be able to pick up this kill on Phoenix as well. He will go down eventually, although not to Perk's shock rifle. But it's another strong start from Team Percussion here. And Team Light Axle need to find an answer. But Perk, with the perfect reversal with the shock rifle, is going to put Icy Vermin in the ground. Playing very aggressively once again. Perk off to a very hot start this game.
First capture looking like it's going to be a team percussion one, as they are going to be basically handing out the first point on the map. The aggression, like you said, is looking really strong. 3 down momentarily for team percussion, as we are now once again on the second hill. Team Light Axel is going to be stepping into the hill, but at the same time going to be heading off momentarily, as there's not enough teammates to make a play. Captain moving but gets taken down, unfortunately, and we see the whole team going through the same side, able to get a little bit of cover, but like we said, and like were commenting, key kills, and TPN is going to look like going through, yes, heading through the back, making sure they get ambushed and getting the kills, key strategies, but most important, key captures, as teams like that will spawn all the way to the other side of the map. It's going to be a rough one to recover, as we might be looking for the second capture of Team Percussion. Only TPN remains alive.
Yeah, I like the strat we've seen coming in here from Team White Axel. They don't want to have to push into the enemy defenses from the front. They focus very hard on gaining control of that loop side, and then they get to try and take the hill from that direction. It went pretty well. They did manage to break the setup, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to hold one of their own. Percussion is going to get one. He's going to find an assist on the second. Luke not able to take him down before the damage is done. The 1v1 here between Zero and Phoenix isn't going to matter the outcome, because the hill will go in favor of Team Percussion. A 2-0 lead in our game 3.
Another one on the board, and the situation is getting once again complicated, like we were talking about. I mean, it's all about the key aspects of how they are playing along and how they are able to adapt themselves to how the other team is playing. And so far, Percussion able to get a double kill, not quite the third, but still able to withdraw or make the opposing team back down a little bit. We see that Team Lixel is highlighting the shock rifle. They know that it's a really important tool that they need to use, but it's going to be taken not quite yet. TPN gets taken down by a nice frag, and it seems that Light Axel is going to have the shock rifle in their hands. This could be trouble, and this could mean the first heal for Team Light Axel.
Yeah, the slight unfortunate thing for Icy Vermin there is he moves up to this flower side to try and take an angle, but these players had already gotten to S2 before he even gets there. And now, unfortunately for him, this is the first damage he's managed to do in this team fight. He'll get taken down from behind. Another fantastic setup break from the side of Team Percussion. It's got to be said, Team Microsoft just don't seem to have an answer.
3 minutes remain. Shields down for Zero as he's starting to get a little bit of a struggle. Gets taken down, but his teammate comes right in time to avenge him. 20 seconds until the active camel comes into the fray. That's a great perfect, but gets taken down. The hill is going to be on the hands of Team Lightsoft. Light Axel for the time being. A couple of frags being thrown, but Percussion able to get the kill. Unfortunately, Icy Vermin takes him down. TPN with a kill of its own, and Luke is too good with a perfect kill, and so does Fabikas on both Zero and TPN respectively. This could be and will be a hail for a Team Light Axel, only that the camel is going to be on the side of Percussion, trying to go and hide, and unfortunately it doesn't escape. That's great news for Team Light Axel, but unfortunately the heal is going to be turning itself red.
I'd like to highlight the utterly bizarre stat line that we've got going on Team Percussion right now. Up until just now, Zero has been on 1 kill, but, you know, similar to what we were saying last game, despite the low stat, he's been playing well. He's got loads of assists, having a great impact on the game. Very much, you can see that him and Zero have been enabling their other players. Just a very strange, very strange stat department. He's just crossed 10 assists. He's got way more than anyone else in the lobby. And as Light Axel goes down, Team Percussion is once again looking in the driver's seat, and I think that kind of level of teamwork, working together, that selfless play, is what's making the difference in these games so far. And This hill's looking all but capped, but Team Light Axle will manage to break their way into it. The question is, will they be able to hold it?
Choke rifle in the hands of Percussion. There's the kill. Could be another one. Could be stepping onto the hill. That's going to be a job for his teammate though. They're almost done with the capture, and that's going to be a 3-1 score so far. That's going to be a nice shot. Try to get another one, but unfortunately won't be the case. Still 3-1 situation on the point department, and it's starting to get a little bit more difficult. Once again, Team Percussion is on the hill, racking up time on the hill.
Yeah, this is the last hill that they need in order to win this game. 2 picks are going to come in for Team Light Axle. They need to win this now. BM Kim has the opportunity to be such a problem, but Luke, a beautiful angle there, will cut him off and cut him down. But Luke now, he's going to the hill, but yeah, I was going to say I'd rather see him try and control this side of the map, but I think his timing's just been a little bit off because of that indecision. He's now going to be in a situation where he's fighting against so many other people. There's 2 one-shots in front of him, but he can't get them both. He only manages to take out 1, but Foivicus will still be in the hill, will still be putting points on the board. It's Percussion is going to be the man with the plan, looking to try and wrap through, but he gets caught out by Light Axle. This push coming through, and I think that is, yes, it is a camo in favor of Team Light Axle. This is their chance to cap this hill, if they can capitalize.
That's going to be a great capture for Team Light Axle, as they are going to be trying to tie up the scoreboard. Only a minute and 30 seconds remaining on the clock, as we are basically looking what could be a 4th map or the end of Team Light Axle on this Grinders Grand Finals, as we like to call it. Remember, these are the players that played the most during the Smokey 8 season, so they are playing to get themselves a place on the Grand Finals against the winners of the MMR Finals. That will be indeed the true Grand Finals that is going to be played today on this Invitational. So far, the hill is, I don't know, I'd say a quarter full of red.
Yeah, I think it is safe to say that Zero's pacifist run is over, as he's decided to start killing everyone again, and managing to put some hill time on the board as well. The guy's just putting down so much damage right now, and I still want to highlight the number of assists this guy's managed to put out as well, because just all throughout this series he's been playing very well, and it's looking like that is going to pay dividends, as Team Percussion is now over halfway through this hill. But with 2 going down, this is an opportunity for Team Light Axle here. They'll take down Zero as well, but they have to maintain map control. It's so hard. It can be so hard to hold on to this hill. Phoenix can't die there, but he does. Going down there is tragic with 3 dead. Luke is the only one standing. He's forced to back out. Light Axle is just going to have to chow this from main. He's not going to be able to win the fight. It's going to be multiple versus 1. The desperation is going to come through, but it's not going to be enough, as the players on Team's Light Axle will not make it into the hill in time. Team Percussion will take the series 3-0.
What an amazing play right there at the end, able to get a hold of the hill and basically walk away with it. Like you said, it's going to be a 3-0 finish, 4-2 in this last map. And just looking at the scoreboard, oh my god, 25-17. What a great performance by team captain Percussion. But also we have to talk about Foivicus. I mean, went 21-17 on the scoreboard with 10 assists. So, I mean, we had a little bit of an even ratio, 2 going positive on each team and 2 going negative on each team as well. So, I mean, just looking at how this series ended up, we could say that there was no big difference, but when it came to how the objectives were played, how they were just doing, and moving along with it, there was quite little to no difference to be noted. Both of these teams played fantastically, but at the end it was Team Percussion that walked off with the W and will be proceeding to the grand finals against the winner of the MMR grand finals. A bit confusing, but we get it.
Well, before our next series, we've also got to pick an MVP for the series. I think I personally have to go with Zero. That guy was just playing out of this world in the first 2 maps, and he was a very solid contributor in the last one as well. Although an honourable mention, I'd say, probably goes to Phoenix on the side of Team White Axel, as a lot of the times when they were in the games, it was because he had done something incredible.
I have to agree with you. I mean, also my pick is going to be Zero for the MVP. But my runner-up will have to be TPN for just the amount of plays that he was able to pull out. So that will be my 2 picks. But it has been like the general consensus between you and me that he is going to be Zero, the one that will be walking with the MVP of this series. So yeah, it was fun. It was an interesting series to watch. And well, there's still more to come, as there is basically non-stop Halo action, at least today, as we have another series coming up shortly.
Seems right, it never was. We were just stuck into something. Time shows we let it go for too long. Go back, I never could. It wasn't what I was searching for at all. We've been turning upside down. Now things are stranger. Nothing's left to say. Too far gone to go back to that place. And I don't wanna feel that way.
Double kill. Defeat.
Are we in too deep? How do we simmer down to a different league? fix what is broken. Yeah, it'll take time, but you know that I'm hooked. All the best things don't get built in an instant. Yeah, we can get back all the time that it took. Play our cards right, take a trip to the ocean. Yeah, back in my hand, I read you like a book. And honestly, I'm circling. Take me right back to the way that it was. Oh, baby, if it's a phase, then we'll both know what it's gonna take. Make or break, I will follow. High and low, you get the best of me. If it's a phase, then we'll both know what it's gonna take. Make or break, I will follow. High and low, you get the best of me. Daybreak, the rain's gonna let up. It saves us. It had to be a fate between you and me. After the down, we make it all back. I can admit that I'm far from perfect. Yeah, I can break bread, take it all back. End of the day, lay your head on my chest. Yeah, if it breaks down, then we'll fix what is broken. Yeah, it'll take time, but you know that I'm hooked. All the best things don't get built in an instant. Yeah, we can get back all the time that it took. Play our cards right, take a trip to the ocean. Yeah, back in my hand, I read you like a book. And honestly, I'm circling. Take me right back to the way that it was. Oh, baby, if it's a phase, then we'll both know what it's gonna take. Make or break, I will follow. High and low, you get the best of me. If it's a phase, then we'll both know what it's gonna take. Make or break, I will follow. High and low, you get the best of me.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Smokebox Invitational 8's event thing. As we are going into our second match of the day, this is going to be the best of the best. Our players with the highest MMR in the Smokebox HQ will be clashing in this best of 5 series. Furs, who do you think's going to win? We got Team Finners and Team Cammy.
I mean, it's a really there's no way to go right or wrong with this one. I mean, there's a reason why both of these teams are right here and right now on this MMR Grand Final. I mean, it's basically the best of the best that the server can offer. So, like you said, it's going to be a clash of titans, a clash of really talented players, and what we are going to be seeing right here and right now is going to be that set clash. So I don't know, I can't really put the coin on someone specifically, but let me tell you, there's just really a lot of great talent, and well, what we're basically looking for, and will be there will be no short, of course, it's going to be great plays. So let's just jump into it. We got Sniper and Camel, Live Fire Oddball, same map rotation, I must add, so we're going to be seeing the same maps and same game modes, different faces, but let's see how it just ends up. And right off the bat, it's going to be Niners with that noob combo kill, securing the ball for his team. And well, this is going to be handling the sniper rifle, misses both shots.
Enemy has the ball.
Yeah, for anyone who may have just joined us or have forgotten, the way this will work is our final game of the night will, hold that thought, as Dizzle hits a beautiful snipe onto Greeny. Goes looking for more, but unfortunately there's no one else in his crosshair. But yeah, so as I was saying, oh no, wait for it, no, never Oh well, it's too much to hope for. But yeah, for anyone who's just joining us, we already have our first 4 players who will be going into the final draft. The team that wins this will be the next 4 players. There will be the team captains from both, who will choose from that remaining pool of 6 players. As Finners is going to pick up a beautiful double kill with the sniper and the bandit. Out of ammo for that sniper rifle now, but he still wants more. He's looking for these spawners, looking to catch them out on the key door, but he's going to get caught out himself from a looking to play his life. He's not going to manage it, but a huge lead right now in favor of Team Finners.
What a great lead this is going to be, and what a great life from Finners was. I mean, it was a 6-0 life until he got, of course, out. That sniper was doing wonders, and so far 43 seconds on the clock for Team Finners, as they are basically flying through. Once again, Suspense going to aid his teammate, able to get enough to the captain to get the kill rolling in, and just like that, the situation is starting to become dire. What a great play with the spiky grenades, and of course the repulsor, able to get out of harm's way and get the team back their respectful school in this case. And just like that, they are pushing through, and what a great advantage it is.
It looks like Finners heard that we're doing MVPs, because he has decided to plant his flag in the ground very early in this game. He's 11-1, and he has a camo. Oh, but he does trade that camo out. Doesn't manage to get too much out. I may have given him a cheeky little caster's curse there by mentioning in his name, but it is going to be 3 dead. Team Cammy. Anyway, Cammy himself is the last man standing, is back down by British Legend, taken down by the opposing team captain, and an 81-0 lead right now. What do you think Team TK2 have to do in order to shrink this deficit?
I mean, it's a really difficult situation what they are at. I mean, they are getting a little bit behind on the kill department, that's for sure. And just like we talked about, like in the last series, especially talking about objective games, this is a difficult play and a difficult scenario to be at. Still, it is always the wake-up call on this first round in Outball, the ones that gets the other team rolling. But unfortunately, it seems that it is not going to be the case. TK2 gets taken down, and they are starting to rack up points. So if they're able to keep this momentum going, they might be able to pull off either a trade, well, not a trade, but either a tied in point, or maybe just walk away with the win entirely. One down for each team, as the team captain Finners is taken down, and they're still TK2 still racking up points. The skull gets reset.
Indeed, it does. That lead has been reduced a fair amount. It is going to be Team TK2 starting to put more points on the board. But Finners with a triple kill can't find the over, unfortunately. But that will be a forced play ball right there. This other is going to look to try and stay alive, but will trade out on top of the third tower. Still, it's been some signs of life here from Team TK2. Seeing
here is just a 1-1 of Radmon is going to get obscuration, sorry. Going to get getting taken down. British Legend on the face, able to get a kill, able to get another kill, and just flying through the ranks of Team TK2. As he is going to, well, they are going to end up resetting at the skull. What a great grenade toss that was. Unfortunately, won't do much damage. Still, Team Finners has control of the ball, and who else than the captain gets taken down, unfortunately, but still, they are only 11 points away from taking the first round.
Yeah, and TK2 will get taken down there. Only 11 points needed, as you said, for Team Finners, but they haven't been managing to put those points on the board at quite such an alarming rate recently, but Dizzle with a massive chow there, taking out the double kill as well. Not going to be enough, unfortunately, but maybe we'll do a little bit for the self-confidence going into round 2.
Incoming.
Let's see how it is going to be on this next round. We already saw that the team TK2 could give some fight, but the thing is they need to pull up those results. It'll be Diesel with the S7 sniper, the one that might be able to push in for the win. And, well, some great results. Fails that first shot. His teammate is able to get the kill rolling and still has the sniper, has the upper hand, jump and shot. Active camo, but gets taken down. The active camo and the sniper gets dropped down on that section, and it is up for grabs, and it will be suspense. One will be grabbing it entirely, and now the situation has shifted. Team Finers has control of the power item and the power weapon. This it reeks bad trouble for TK2.
I was just thinking, we haven't seen as much of suspense domination as I've become accustomed to when casting his games. It's been all Finners so far, but suspense with camo and sniper is a scary prospect, but he does find himself as the last player alive. Very briefly, but can't be jumping in suspense's crosshairs. Will get taken down by the teamwork from the side of Team TK2. And Dizzle manages to put a body shot to use as well. But not really a whole lot of scoring going on from either team here for all that.
Oh, that could have been a great kill if it was, well, talking about the nade. If it was sticky, unfortunately it is not going to be it. Quite a lot of time being taken down of this clock so far, and only 11 points in total have been scored from both of these teams. It seems that they are focusing first on getting the kills and the setup rolling in, and look at that, it just will spawn off from the back of this player. Diesel just didn't know where to shoot at first. Both enemies were taken down, of course, and now the ball is going to be in the hands of the team of Team TK2. If he's able to get the kill, it's going to get a little bit of a sandwich situation, not going to be quite enough, and the Team Finers is going to be able to get momentarily control of the ball. 2 down for both of these teams momentarily, but British Legends is going to get taken down, not going to quite make it out. Double kill for TK2 as they are going to be denying the move, the setup, and now the skull once again switches hands. Active camo up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the play from Team Finners there in theory, you know, playing aggressively, sending numbers down towards that ball, but unfortunately they didn't factor in the fact that Cammy wins those, and he just hits all of his shots, taking down 2 players. Now all 4 have gone down though for the side of Team TK2, and this is probably going to be our first proper setup of the round. This has been very, very scrappy so far.
Ooh, a 7 sniper gets taken down. Obscuration not going to be quite able to make it. Still, the setup is going to be on the side of no one. The ball will get reset, and this could give Team Finers a little bit more of an upper hand if they're able to play their hands correctly. Unfortunately, it seems that it is not gonna be the case, as it will get taken down. Abark gets taken down. We have a plasma pistol up in the side of Team Finers by its own captain, and well, just like that, yard sale. So it seems that the sniper was in the hands of that fallen comrade, and it's going to be it. Able to get a little bit of a shot. No ammo on that sniper remaining, but still, it means the threat is gone and dusted. Able to get a double kill rolling. The setup could be looking great for Team TK2.
Indeed it is, with a clean 4 dead there. Like the little cheeky skill jump from TK2 there, getting himself up to that C plat area. You know, it's sort of just for style points hitting the skill jump, but also it did reduce the amount of exposure he was getting. If they spawned on scoreboard, they might have been able to shoot him back. with that kill coming in, that's going to be another 4 dead for Team Finners. A good setup for Team Cami here, as Avark is going to take the ball from his team captain, who is now going to be looking to put some kills on the board to maintain this setup.
Great kill right there, able to take the Unbreeded Legends. This could be mean another one with Plasma, not going to quite hit, well, the sticky rather. Still, seems that they are now switching the situation, and it will be Team Finals that is looking down to be on the deficit, as Team TK2 has a 22-point advantage. And just like that, able to get the push rolling in, survives obscuration, able to walk away with his life and the active camo. Just like that, not going to be quite it. Gets the kill and the ball. This might be a great setup once again for Team TK2.
Yeah, obscuration here. Gonna drop that ball because he has camo. Let's take some angles with it. But gets caught out from behind. Those players coming through cuts. The timing there is perfect. The movement is not quite going to be good enough to find that kill. Finners and Suspense, the conspiracy duo, will find themselves as the last 2 standing. And Suspense going down means that Finners is going to have to hold down this tower position all by his lonesome. Holding onto it very impressively as the spawners do finally come in. Oh, but the shot from obscuration just domes Finners. He finds another one as well. 3 dead for Team Finners. Suspense, the last man standing, all by himself. He's got a QT. He might have to use it, but no, instead he's going to win the 1v1. And now he has to pick up that ball, but he's not going to be able to because there's players already in A. But he hits the snipe! He hits a second! A third player's in the big door. He doesn't manage to take that one down, but he's just given his team a chance to win this map from the deficit.
What a play did that have. That was absolutely putting. Yeah, give me that replay once again. There's 1, there's 2. What a way to do it. Just absolutely perfect accuracy. And a double no-scope by that sense also. What a play it was. And, well, it's starting to... Well, it's the seed that was planted that is starting to get themselves, that team, more and more options, and of course life. But unfortunately, what doesn't do that is going to be the time, as we are heading into a 3rd round, tied up the score 1-1. What a play that was.
Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't pay off. But I'm not going to lie, if Suspense had been expecting that player from Big Door instead of throwing the grenade, I think he probably hits that one too. He was absolutely on fire with that snipe. I really want to see that guy pick up a sniper again this round. But it is going to be early advantage here for the side of Team Finners. But another player with the sniper rifle. What is happening first? No one has missed a snipe this game, I swear. We've had so many sniper clips, it's ridiculous. British Legends is going to play that snipe off the map. Probably a wise move with the caliber of sniping we've been seeing so far today. But it is going to be 10 seconds for Team Finners, not a huge deal. I did not see what happened to that camo. It looks like it's just gone into the hands of Team Cami.
Absolutely. I mean, that was quite the performance. That was quite the just accuracy. They are playing absolutely out of their minds. They really do want to qualify, and that's the reason what we're basically seeing. It's the reason why this is the MMR Grand Final. I mean, it's the best of the best that there is to offer in terms, of course, on level mark. And we are seeing it right here, right now. What was basically our first round with a perfect score on the side of one team has now shifted to a 3rd round, where we're basically seeing how both of these teams and all of these 8 players are basically just upping themselves on each time and time again with each play that they're gifting us.
Yeah, it is. It has been a massive comeback for the side of Cami here. As they were down 80 points to 0 in their first game, And yet this has gone on to be an incredibly close oddballs match. As Finners, with that ball, is going to be looking to try and create a setup, but the pace is so fast. Avak is already in the back tower, but Finners has already predicted where Avak is going to be. But the team shots do come in to take him down. The ball did not get played. That's going to be more time on the board here for Team TK2, despite the plays that we've seen from Team Finners.
35 and counting. Team TK2 starting to rack up some much needed time and of course advantage on the points. Able to get the kill, and now the points are going to be now going to the blue team as Greeny is able to take down a Wark. British Legends, of course, on the case. Sniper rifle coming up, and you already know, Seal, that we are going to be fisting on clips once the sniper gets grabbed. Double kill by Suspense, and the SM sniper is going to be grabbed. Oh, but unfortunately, TK2 able to get the kill, and now the SM sniper is going to be on his head, and that is the first no-scope of this sniper run, to call it of sorts, and the scoreboard is just 8 points away from tying it. What a match this has been.
I would like to point out that even though he didn't get the medal for it, Cammy very much did a 360 there before that no-scope. Probably just for style points, to be honest, because it seems like we are not able to have a sniper in the game that does not have a clip hit with it. I wish I'd seen that from Greeny's perspective, as we just see a player swan dive off the map as a sniper bullet goes through their head. But 2 dead on either side now. Ball time advantage is still in favor of Team Cammy, but it's only a few seconds as Suspense has another sniper rifle. He takes down the ball carrier. Is going to try and rotate this away maybe, but Obscuration over there should be pretty much dead in B. Does get taken down eventually. A little bit of a scary one though, it seems like, for British Legends. Suspense doesn't want to be the one holding this ball though, because he's still got a sniper rifle.
One shot, last shot, unfortunately it will miss. Still, now the advantage is once again on the side of Team Finers, as it will get taken down. That's 3 down for them, and the possibility to grab... Oh, that's 4 down. That's going to be a lot of time on the clock for Team TK2.
Yeah, it's TK2 here, putting shots down into that A position. Looking to pressure those spawners, although 2 of them have already made it through the big door, but TK2 is already there. Managed to pick up 1. Can he win the fight against his fellow team captain? It's going to be a trade. I feel like that pretty much sums up how it's felt. The battle between these 2 teams. So close, so little to separate them. As British Legends is going to win the fight against Obscuration. Is he going to go for the play ball? He's going to try and milk it for a little while, get his team into the lead. I don't think he needs to be playing it this close to the edge though. He has teammates, but the enemy has already come from A plat. I was wrong, he was right. As a general rule, the players know what they're talking about better than I do, because him playing the ball there was crucial. But this new ball has once again gone in favour of the other team. And now the fight bottom mid is going to be happening. Dizzle going to be trying to take down Finners, and he is going to do it with the sprint strafe. Can he time Suspense as well? No, he can't. But Suspense now looking for this this ball player is going to be Team Cammy with the lead, but he doesn't manage to stop the ball rotation.
73 to 63 so far, and the ball is up for grabs out in the open. Caught reloading, but still no issue. Able to walk away unscathed. Basically gets back the whole life. And still, it's a 10-point difference that might be getting shortened by the second, as Team Finers has found a way to get control of the ball and deny and absolutely demolish the disadvantage, and now making it an advantage. Greeny has the ball and has no plans to let it go. SM sniper in the hands of British Legends, and you know that this man is going to be absolutely shredding everyone in its path. Back smack, reload, last bullet, and possibly the last push. This could be a flashy kill, but unfortunately it's not going to be the case. Gets taken down, and Team Finers walks away with victory.
I think that series just took a year off my life. We were having some spicy plays then, but it did end as it began with Team Finners in the driving seat. A very, very close oddball though, and it makes me think that this Aquarius is going to be pretty different from the one that we just saw. Probably going to be a lot more back and forth.
Absolutely. I mean, and so far what we've been seeing is just some absolutely great talent all together. So really enjoyable, and at the end it will be Team Finers that will be walking out with the W on this game of the series. So next is going to be Capture the Flag on Aquarius, where we saw last series what was happening. But this is another set of teams, another set of players, and well, we're talking about the highest ones with MMR. So let's see what they're able to do. I mean, they already gave us an amazing first game, and this second game is looking to be also a good one with that's not going to be short of great plays as well.
Yeah, I think currently the MVP race is very, very close between Suspense and Finners and Cammy, all three of whom had their moments where they absolutely took over that previous map. Going to be keeping my eye on all three of them to see if they can repeat the magic that we saw in that previous lobby. No sniper rifle this time, but there's still plenty of opportunity for big plays on Aquarius.
Alright, that's going to be a quick backsmack by Team Captain Finers, as we see that it is going to be 3 down for Team TK2. A couple of shots, and the camo is going to be popped by Greeny, as he will be heading into enemy territory unnoticed. Absolutely unnoticed. Able to walk away. Tries to... Oh, the jukes. Oh my god, he's able to just survive. Yeah, he survived, and now he will be taking a little bit of intel for his team. And probably just... What a play.
Missed his calling as a Halo player. Get this man on Team Fortress 2 immediately. He would be the best spy player of all time. How has he survived that? That is ridiculous. He had the entire enemy team looking for him, and he just finesses all of them. That was absolutely brilliant from him, and it's going to result in a flag capture, 4 dead on Team TK2, and it's another strong start from Team Finners.
What an amazing play that was. And that basically gave his team access to that first point on the map. 3 down so far. This could be... this could be a difficult one, as basically it will be Team TK2, the ones that will be approaching to the base, deny the push, and basically a probable second capture for Team Finners. Let's see how Team Captain is able to go around this, as he will be grabbing the flag and running with it, barely escaping. Shields down though.
Yeah, very good movement there from Cammy to manage to make it through. 2 going down on Team Finners. It's an opportunity to run this flag. He's going to be running it himself, but those 2 players on the car side going to be a problem. Cammy dodges that grenade masterfully. He doesn't move there. He would have died. And now British Legends is not ready for the attack. And Cammy's going to be looking, I think, to relay this flag. Going to try and get a second cap on the board, but Dizzle going down there. Obscuration doesn't manage to get it, although I think I did see a camo player for Team Finners over by the steps. But that might have been my imagination.
Great shot. Avar gets taken down, but it will be Team Captain Finners that will be taking the flag, and a counter cap is on the map here, as it is now a 2-1 situation for both of these teams. Team Finers, of course, pulling ahead on the scoreboard and denying the possibility of a second place finish by Team TK2 so far in this second map.
Yeah, his players going down there on the side of both teams. Numbers advantage is going to be in favour of Team TK2 though. No one in a position to pull this flag. They are going to be moving up the map. Unfortunately, Obscuration is going to be caught out by Finners with the 5-shot. And him going down there means that TK2 now has the opportunity to cement his position, hold onto that ground. Over on the car side of the map, he's going to be swooping in from the other side. Such a good rotation there, but he doesn't have the help in order to make that really happen. 2 going down on either side, and it doesn't look like anyone's pulling a flag from it.
No flag being pulled is going to be a little bit of a trouble, especially when you are Team TK2 and are looking at this advantage that is basically a 1 capture. And we know that sometimes, especially in Aquarius, things can turn for the worst. But this time, Team Finers absolutely holding their ground and making sure mistakes don't happen. What a great sticky, but gets the trade done and dusted. Oh, the back smack by Green is going to get them a little bit of an advantage, but still TK2 able to grab the flag, throw it, but unfortunately no one is going to be on the receiving end. No one will continue, and the flag from Team Finers will get returned.
Okay, right. I said earlier he should be playing Spy because of the sneaky play, but then we just saw him hit a back smack. I'm just saying, it's obvious. The guy is a Spy main, he just doesn't know it yet. Or maybe he does, I don't know. But the point is, Team Finners right now are still looking to be in the driving seat. Finners, 12 and 6. In terms of the stats department, Green British Legends trailing a little bit with suspense, having a few more deaths, but there is a camo player right in front of Finners, and he takes him down! How does he win that fight? An absolute disaster for Team TK2 there. They have Finners dead to right, and they don't kill him. He gets another player as well. The spawners have managed to come through, but the positions on the map are pretty strong here from Team Finners. 2 going to go down. Dizzle will go down as well. Obscuration here has to hit this jump. He needs to stop the flag pull. He's going to manage to hit it, but he's not going to stop the pull. But the spawns in util weren't blocked, and the players from Team TK2 managed to make it through. They shut down that attempted flag run, and it's a good thing they did because they are already a flag down, and there's half of the game clock has gone.
Absolutely. So far, I mean, 3 down for Team Finers as they are basically looking at their and saying goodbye to their flag as Team TK2, rather the captain TK2 is going to be running it, but at the same time making sure Greeny gets spotted and taken down. They know that it's their #1 priority, but still Greeny is able to walk away with his life. Fully escape, double kill. They get denied the possibility. Greeny is able to take the flag out, giving the team a little bit of a breathing room, but unfortunately it won't be the case. Flag return, flag capture. We are now tied up 2 apiece in this second map of the series. Team TK2 not going down without a fight.
Yeah, I would like to highlight just how instrumental Cammy was to that flag run. He kills 2 and gets the last one weak in order to make that flag run happen. Those players were positioned to stop it, and he shuts them all down from the car side. A brilliant play from him there to get that flag captured, tying up the game, and with Team Finner's flag getting captured again and getting run again. That play from Cammy has snowballed into a dominant position on the map. They're going to get eyes on this one. Even if they don't manage to capture it, it puts them in such a good spot going forwards. Greeny finding that kill is probably going to try and make his way through to the util to pick up this player. But right now he's not in a position to get that flag on the move because 2 of his players did go down. And with camo coming up, that's not where you want to be.
That's what I was talking about last game. Last series rather. If they're able to find a weakness, they're going to exploit it, and Team TK2 is basically what they did. They found a weakness to get the second capture, tie the game up, and they immediately follow it up with another capture to put themselves on the lead. 4 minutes remaining. Team Finers now is looking to be stressing themselves out to find a way to not only get the capture going, but get first to touch the flag, as we see now on the scoreboard. 3 down momentarily, and Team TK2 with the active camo is going to make it hard, it's going to make it difficult, it's going to make it problematic, as basically the advantage has completely shifted, and it will be Team TK2 the ones that will be dictating how the next minutes are going to be played.
I love the way we saw Cammy rotating around the map there, even if eventually going for the ninja was his undoing. The just immediate rerouting as soon as he saw anyone that he didn't really want to fight with was really well played. And I think maybe the reason he went for that play was because he knew his camo was running out soon anyway. But he just managed to move across the map so well. That's how you want to play camos, when you have the opportunity to do so. And the fact that he was just a threat on the map for so long, as you highlighted, really put Team Finners in an impossible situation, because they weren't able to take an aggressive posture at all. And now this flag, it might actually be running. The flag is still on the move. Avark is going to drop for it. Maybe not the best idea. But as long as that flag is out. And Suspense is picking up an overkill, though. They're going to have an opportunity to move up the map now. They're going to need to pull a flag, but they've got 2 minutes. They don't need to desperate this right now. And British Ledgers going down means they're probably going to have to take a little bit of a breath to try and find themselves a new numbers advantage to play off.
They have 2 minutes. Roughly, I'd say 3 pushes in total. But 3 good pushes. So if they're able to at least capitalize one of them, we might be looking at an overtime. Active camo is up for grabs, and so far what we're seeing is Team TK2 once again making sure they exploit the weakness, they get what they want, and this time is what we talk about. Key kills. Not just nonsense killing, key kills. If they're able to take down 2, but they're the ones that are pushing towards the flag, those are the key kills. And that's what making Team Finders struggle, as they are being playing for kills, yes, but they have not been meaningful or impactful for the type of play that they are looking for, which is, at this point, getting a capture, or even a pull at this point.
I love how Diesel and Obscuration there played that to keep control of that camo. Obscuration backs out, Diesel takes that fight in order to make sure that they don't lose the camo, and look how it's paid off. He picks up a double kill off the back of it. He's running the flag through, and with only 1 minute on the clock, if they go up by 2 flags, it could be the end for Team Finners. The desperation pull is going to come through. 2 players in the util. He's going to have the opportunity. Greeny diving that return. He's going to have to get it. But maybe dying there was a little bit of a risky maneuver. The flag cap does come in, though. Finners manages to capture it. And with 2 dead on his side, he's going to have to stay alive. But as the relay comes in,
impactful kills, 30 minutes remaining. The possibility of a counter cap is right there. Well, not quite a counter cap, but rather a second quick cap is right there. The flag has returned, 15 seconds remaining. They're going to get rid of everyone from Team TK2. That's 3 man down, and now the run has begun. Finders team captain, with everything, with the world on his shoulders, and his team is going to look to put down the enemy Team TK2 once and for all, and deny the possibility. Passes the flag. It's going to be a trade, and we are going to be denied. Sudden death is now on motion. The flag is going to be not returned, but just placed. They know that they need to get a flag stalemate here in order to prevail. The flag falls down, and this might be looking to be a Team TK2 capture. As 3 down for Team Finders. We are going to a map number 3 with a tied up score of 1-1. 4-3. Team TK2 walks away with victory.
what an overtime there. For a second I thought we were going to see a repeat of map 1, where we saw that resurgence from Cammy's team. The Cammy comeback, if you will, around, you know, the halfway mark, and it really looked like they were in the driver's seat to win it. But then Team Finners roared back into it with a cap and a potential double. But instead, we've got some sounds happening. But instead, we do see Team K2 clutch up, stop the flag run, and get the rare P-side run of their own to get that flag through to the other side and capture it. We're tied up 1-1. This Solitude King of the Hill will not be the last map of this series.
Absolutely, it will not be the last. And well, we have now guaranteed ourselves a map number 4, a Stronghold Recharge. We have here a little bit of a replay of what TK2 was cooking up on those first maps. We have here the capture that changes how the game was gonna be played. And just a lot of amazing plays from both of these teams. But in the end, it was Team TK2 that, even from the deficit, and they were for a long time being, 1 point down behind Team Finers, they were able to recover themselves. And not only that, even after it was tied up, they were able to just scramble themselves back together and find a way to basically get themselves the last capture that mattered. And what a way, that was a nail biter ending, just making sure every single shot count. The run was it, and when the team captain TK2 was on the run, you knew that it was over for Team Finers.
Absolutely. That flag run through the P side was so valuable. I think something that I was really impressed by in general from Team TK2 was the way that they were using their camos and the way that they were playing together to make sure they got maximum value. Because, I mean, look at this. Some players might have made the bad decision there to try and sit the try and play for overtime, but Obscuration goes straight for the enemy flag. No hesitation whatsoever. He is not playing to not lose, he is playing to win. And that is exactly how you crown yourself as the Smokey 8's champion.
Absolutely, I mean, and what a game it was. Unfortunately, that's in the past. We are now looking at the present. That is going to be King of the Hill on Solitude. Ooh, and what a quick reaction that was.
Yeah, beautiful flick there, but Dizzle, finding himself as the last man standing, gonna have the job of trying to deny this camo. Not gonna be able to do so, I don't think. As early hill time and probably camo as well. Yeah, it looks like it has been picked up for the side of Team Finners. But Dizzle with a nice flank there should catch out British Legends if he can't play his life, which he can't. But Finners with the shock rifle does get taken down. Now it's Greeny, camo and shock. We know that Greeny's pretty good at playing his life with the camo, but Obscuration is not obscured by that camo. He does manage to find it and retreats, staying alive, keeping his team in this hill for now.
So far, they are placing themselves on the hill. Great nade going underneath the truck. And just making sure they get a little bit more time on the hill, as Team Finers has the advantage on the time they were racking up points. Ooh, what a great nade that was! I saw the vision and he make it through. But now it's a 1v1 situation. It's starting to get a little bit more difficult. Gets unfortunately taken down, and Team Finers able to place not only themselves on the hill, but on the scoreboard as first hill goes down for Blue Team Finers. They are now leading 1-0 so far in this third game of the series.
A big win there from Suspense in that 1v1 will put his team in a position to cap this second hill as well. That's something that's always very dangerous about King of the Hill. If your team loses that first hill, you really need to make that decision early to play over towards that next hill. And unfortunately for Team TK2, they just weren't there and they lost the fight. And now it's early hill time for Finners on the second hill of the game, as well as it was on the first. Finally, some kills are coming through, but they're coming through in either direction. And now Cammy gets taken down by Suspense again. And I don't think they're going to be in a position to capture it as Suspense hits a beautiful grenade. Too many players on him though. But yeah, the help comes in. Suspense stays alive while surrounded by enemies. Avark isn't in a position to take him down. Gets dropped by Greeny himself, and that's a 2-0 lead now for Team Finners. They are not happy about losing that previous map.
Absolutely. They are angry. They are pissed. They are absolutely just not having it. And just like that, Finners is able to have a double kill. Not going to quite get that third kill, but still is able to place the team once again on the hill. And this is what I meant. You could be on the bottom of the scoreboard, but still those kills that you have are meaningful kills. And if you're able to put your team on basically on the scoreboard just 2 times in a row, you're doing something right. You're making impactful kills. Suspense able to get the kill. The team is going to get a double kill, but still Suspense once again with the shock rifle. Even if he's 3 teammates down, he's going to put himself on the hill and just make the whole team back down. Team TK2 might be looking, oh my god, he looked away at the worst possible moment, but still great plasma, making sure the team is almost there. What a great shot!
But also a very big play there from Cammy to win that 1v1 whilst one shot. A crucial win for him there. Who knows what would have happened if he hadn't. Now these players over on the other side of the map getting taken down. British Legends will go down as well. Massive damage inflicted by Cammy in that situation. A Suspense with the shock rifle going to be making that play, but going down as well. Even though Team Finners is so close to capturing this hill, they're going to have to break the cell if they want to actually claim it for themselves.
British Legends gets taken down, and this is going to be yet another hill for Team Finders. Like you said, they are not happy about losing that second map, and they are, well, they came back and with a vengeance, as they are basically dominating Team TK2, not allowing them any type of time on the hill, and also they are just constantly punishing them over and over and over again. Look at the Suspense, look at Greeny, 15-6, 14-8 each, making sure they are not letting Team TK2 walk away unscathed and absolutely damaged. And now, well, the situation might be switching. It's the first heal that could get captured in the name of Team TK2, but just like that, Suspense is going to get rid of them in a blink of an eye. And well, what we're seeing now is, of course, how they are going to be inserting themselves, Team Finders, into the hill. What can I say?
Need to see a big camo play from British Legends here. He is doing very well, getting so much damage. Can he take down this player? Yes, he can, but unfortunately, takes the wrong path around that pillar, takes him into enemy fire. And with Suspense there, will manage to find that kill, but gets traded out. The break has finally come through for the side of Team Cammy. But Finners is already there. He's putting out so much damage, not quite managing to find that kill. Can Dizzle take him down? No, but Cammy can. Coming from the poster side, this fight is going to be happening with the map flipped on its long edge. Suspense, that cross map kill is absolutely huge, denying the reinforcements for Team Cammy. 2v2 on the map, Suspense goes down, Finners is the first spawner, and Team Cammy will hold on. If they can survive one more onslaught, then they should be able to capture this hill.
Enemy team took the hill.
They are placing themselves on the hill. They're also looking for a way to put themselves down on this third map as the winners. 2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. Remember, when they are on the hill, the clock will not count down. It will stay put. As basically it is over there. He's looking to get it. Unfortunately, won't be able to. British Legend gets taken down. We see now that a little bit of a panic mode by Abark, as they are planning to get this hill for themselves. Probably not going to lead into a fourth game all empty-handed. They are fighting with everything in their hands. They are going to capture that first hill on their side, and the fifth hill is going to be a difficult one, especially for Team TK2, as they need to get another 2 hills down to tie the game up and possibly play for overtime.
That was a must-win hill for Team Cammy. If they lost it, then this map was over. But unfortunately, early hill time on the side of Team Finners. That's what we were talking about earlier this game, about if you lose a hill, make sure you're rotating early for the next one. Team Finners have managed to do that. 3 dead now for Team TK2. Finners has the camo, and I don't know if there's going to be anyone in a position. He gets the stick, onto Dizzle. He's caught out Arbak in the open as well, managing to trade out 2, but 3 have gone down in the opposite direction. Those 2 kills were the only 2 kills on the side of Team Finners. 4 dead for Team Finners, and despite the fact that they were so close, there's now an opportunity for Team TK2 to flip the script. Obscuration has to live, and he does just about stay alive, getting up to that top tower. They cannot afford to get this setup broken, but the good news for them is that this is a very hard setup to break. One of the hardest hills to break in all of the maps in the game, I would say. As 3 go down for Team Finners, you're seeing why, as Suspense is the last one to fall. Time now for Team TK2, but they're going to have to hold out for at least one more push.
All they need is just to wait, like you said, a little bit more, but it is going to be quite, not impossible, but a little bit difficult. The plasmas are going to be causing so much damage, and that is going to be it. 4th down, no one to be defending. 3rd map is going to be on the side of Team Finders as they go up in the scoreboard 2-1, and well, threatening to end this on this Stronghold game. What a game it has been. What a series. What a series.
Yeah, it would be a shame to see this one end in 4 maps, I think. I really do want to see a Game 5 between these 2 teams. And that was another banger from Suspense, actually. A really, really good map for him. 26 and 13, double positive, plenty of assists as well, and I wouldn't be surprised to learn he had quite a lot of hill time. The Slays department really was just pure domination for the side of Team Finners. And that's a story that is going to have to change this next map if Team TK2 wants to take this to a Game 5.
Absolutely. Let's see how and what they're able to cook, especially in this 4th map. I mean, we already saw Team TK2 recover from a big deficit back in Capture the Flag on Aquarius, but now, well, it's a different story, it's a different tale. It's something that's making my dog bark. So let's see if they are able to basically push for a game number 5, or just let the dream go in this Smokey 8's Invitational.
Yeah, you see Suspense is one of Suspense's many great plays there. He also was popping it with the shock rifle. It was a very nice shot that he did hit. Although we didn't see a huge number of shock rifle plays that game. I feel like a lot of the time, these really good players, they're very hard to take down with the shock rifle because of the beam nature of it. It's kind of easier to jiggle a shock rifle. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can sort of avoid a shock rifle a little bit more easily than you can a sniper. But speaking of the shock rifle, it will be a crucial power weapon for this recharge. Curious to see if anyone chooses to go for it off spawn instead of the camo. But that's something we'll have to wait and see, because it's generally considered, I think, that camo is the play to go for on this map. But if any of these guys do get their hands on the shock rifle, I would be scared.
Let's see how it rolls and boils down to the last possible map of the series. If we are talking about Team Finders, shock rifle in the hands of Obscuration, where we know that he can do some crazy plays with it, but the grenades are going to be taking him down and not quite make what he wanted.
Yeah, it looked like such a good start there for Team Kami, but they just didn't capture the point, unfortunately, for them. But see, Team Finners going down, all 4 dead. They've got control of A, they've got control of B, they've got the players of Team Finners spawning in C, but it looks like Suspense actually spawned in A somehow. I swear there was someone in there, but it's obviously they weren't in there enough to stop that A spawn. Suspense does get split, but managing to trade there is really important for him. TK2 is now trapped in a 1v2, tries to get the remote dead, not going to work. And Team Finners have flipped the script despite what seemed like such a good start for TK2.
Couple of shots are going to be quite enough, and it's going to be a triple cap for Team Finders, but immediately gets denied as C is going to be taken by a Bark. Now 1v1, and it will be TK2, the one that will be taking the shots and the kills, but still the advantage and the lead is going to be on the side of Team Finders.
Yeah, the B stronghold finally flipping now, but all those players in C are just going to hit such great cross-map shots onto TK2. Such a brilliant support there to stop that push from coming through to A. Finners just charging through, will take down Dizzle with a trade, but as long as the stronghold is in your control, you're allowed to trade if you want. A will eventually get flipped by Team TK2, and the lead is not too significant. As Finners somehow manages to spawn over there. But with 4 dead now for Team Finners, it's going to be continued control and a lead change for Team TK2.
Ooh, the plasma barely misses. That's going to be a punish, but no, it's going to be a trade for both of these teams. As we see now that the advantage is going to be in the side of Team TK2. At least momentarily, as Team Finders in the hands of previous legends is going to start racking some great kills, some shots, but still taking a B side and now making sure the count up in points goes towards his team. Able to get a Bark by surprise, take him down, and now looking for another one, gets the assist. Still, nonetheless, A gets recaptured. Points still going on the side of Team Finders.
Yeah, Team Finners now have managed to reassert control of the map. They're going to catch up. There's not been a particularly long run for either of these teams. There's a beautiful shot from Suspense. A perfect reversal, doesn't pick up the second. But with 3 dead, Dizzle will go down in short order. And now Suspense is looking like he might be trying to get a little bit active down the long haul side. But not quite yet, as he's just trying to keep an eye on that tower position. Lets 2 players slip through, unnoticed perhaps. He's going to leave that one for his teammate as he turns to take down the tower player. Trusted his teammate to handle that player top glass, as Suspense, I'm pretty sure, might have just hit the Xbox record that.
Just waiting, shock rifle in hand, Suspense. Oh, going to try and get some quick shots. Unfortunately, won't be the case. Runs out of ammo, but still able to get the quick kill done. A little bit of a tongue twister right there by myself. But still going to see and just threatening a triple cap, and that's going to be just that. A triple cap, momentarily able to get 2 points on the scoreboard. But now once again, see, it's going to be tried to be taken, but not quite, and the triple cap remains. And Suspense is going to try to get a little bit of a defensive position over at C, but unfortunately gets taken down. And now, well, it's the push from C that is going to give Team TK2 the possibility to take both B and A.
We did see there an attempt from Team Finners at the classic Strongholds recharge setup, spawning the enemy in long haul with the player back C to sort of destroy them as they try and cross. But the thing that really went wrong there for Team Finners was the fact that there just wasn't enough damage coming down from the Battle Edge player onto those players crossing the C plat, which meant Suspense got taken down without managing to kill everyone. But even so, it's a pretty massive lead now for Team Finners. But TK2 has managed to get his team into scoring position. But Dizzle is facing down 2 enemy gamers, pushing across the catwalk. Suspense managing to stay alive. Might get taken down by the crossfire. Is going to live down in the Mangler pit. But it looks like TK2 is hunting him down. Will manage to find him as TK2 is about to cross the 100 point mark. Still 60 points behind Team Finners.
Great trade right there, but still going to give the points up to Team TK2 as they are still holding on and not going to allow this 4th map to end up on the side of Team Finners, as it will basically mean that they will be out of this Smokey 8 Invitational. Plasma that could have been a great tool. Never mind, it was a great plasma nonetheless. I'm sorry, TK2, I wasn't familiar with your game. That was 100% planned, it seemed like it. British Legends able to take down TK2. And still, the numbers are rising, but not for who needs. In this case, it will be for Team TK2, as Team Finners is going to be racking up points. 187, and still going strong. Team TK2 needs to find an answer immediately.
Yeah, Team TK2 has been in this game. They've been, you know, present. We found them. We know where they are. They're playing pretty well, but they've just not quite had the ability to actually get themselves into a winning position right now. There was a very brief trip cap in favor of Team Finners just then. And with 3 going down now for Team K2, make that all 4 dead for Team TK2. Camo in the hands of Team Finners as well, though a beautiful 5-shot there from Obscuration is going to get them the BC cell.
Enemy team scoring.
Let's see what they're able to do. Trying to take down. He will take down Diesel without a single problem. Active Cam is going to make life a little bit more easy for his captain, as Finner is able to get the job done, able to get the shields down, but still not going to be quite making it either on the kill and the jump. See, will be reset. Close by to get those last points that they need. Plasma not going to quite connect, as we are basically seeing what could be the beginning of the end, depending on how you're looking at it. K is going to be captured. Oh hey, it's Reed on the hill. Look,
Killing spree. Enemy team scoring.
Finners there, so confident to just walk into A, probably fully aware that there's like 3 people in A in Whirlpool, the kind of elevator area of the map, but so confident that he can stay alive until the help comes, and he's absolutely right, he can, and he did. And now they're only 10 points, 15 points away, but now 10 points away from closing out this map. Dizzle Desperate's in, isn't going to be able to get anything going, and they're running out of chances. TK2's the only one alive, he's in the B stronghold, but Finners is on his way, he's swooping in, looking to take down these 2 players, isn't going to manage to do so, and TK2 in the last few seconds do manage to flip that stronghold, but they have no mistakes left.
no room for error, no room for mistakes. Like you said, it's a 5-second difference that could mean everything when it comes to this grand finals of the MMR section. Triple cap. But see, it's going to be taken. Shock rifle in the hands of TK2. It seems that they're moving for A. TK2 knows it, starts moving, and he needs to get some precise shots, or it's just going to be the end. 5 seconds is all that Team Finners need, and 5 seconds is what they are looking for as the clock rolls down and the curtain falls. It is going to be a map 4 win for Team Finners, and a series win for themselves, as well as we give them 1 extra point, because why not? Why or not? It's going to be a 3-1 map score in the end. Team Finners ends up walking away with a win, and they're going to be moving up to grand finals.
Yeah, very well played there from both teams. I think Team Finners did look like the stronger team, you know, pretty much throughout, but god, those were some close maps. I think that was probably the least close map, and it wasn't exactly a blowout. But the oh no wait, actually the Solitude was the least close map. I forgot about that. That was a bit of a massacre. But the live fire and the Aquarius especially were very, very close, and it was some fantastic Halo. I'm really looking forward to watching the next series, but before we go there, I think we have to choose a series MVP, and I will let you go first this time.
Oof, I mean, you are making it a really tough call, but I'm choosing my MVP not on performance, but rather how he was able to just surprise us. So my pick goes to Greeny, 100%, with the follow-up, with runner-up rather, being team captain Finner. So I mean, yeah, for me Greeny was the true MVP.
Yeah, Farini did play absolutely fantastically, and Finners is also someone I was thinking of, but I think I'm going to go with Suspense. Simply for the ridiculous snipes we saw from him, and just how consistently dangerous he was on the map throughout that entire series. But I think that's it from you and me, Furs. Thank you for joining us. We will be back, but it will be a different two casters taking you guys through the grand finals. The grand finals of the grand finals, and we'll see you then.
If you wanna have it, then it's yours. Put your mind to it, open doors. Yeah, you might wanna get a fast try, but you can't just piggyback. You're braver than you know it. You're stronger than you show it. You're braver than you know it. You're stronger. You and I.
Double kill. Team took the hit.
Frozen over like I am. Well, I know you know that like it's colder, colder when I'm older, older than I am. And I know you know that I have lost composure, but I'll hold you closer while I can. I never told you that I'm slightly broken, that I might lose focus when I am. I know you know that life is colder, colder when you're frozen over like I am.
Miss being happy, don't know if I even was. I think you'll be happy the moment that I am gone. Setting fire to every thought about you. You're in my head. Do you still think of me too? Toxic and lying. I try and try, but it still slips by. Is it worth saving? If you lay die, watch it fade away. Miss being happy, don't know if I even was. I think you'll be happy the moment that I am gone.
Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill.
I placed some mirrors in my mind. Thought that I could theorize, but I could only see in black and white. And I got so terrified. I looked for all the silver lines to determine what is what. It left me open, undefined. I found myself deconstruct. Operating from my ego, but I'm trying to disconnect. I wonder where do we go? The unknown is that effect. I've tried to fix my overthinking. Why do I overanalyze? For the time being, I paint these mirrors in my mind.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I am not Adam, I am also not Fazilla, but I am joined by Capo. Capo, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Reed. Some drama in this invitational, lots of fun, lots of chaos, and that's how it is in our server.
Would not be Halo without drama. You have been the architect behind this tournament, so we appreciate you coming here. We will talk in a little bit about what this has all been about, what Smokebox is, what 8s are, what you've been doing, the reason why we're having this tournament. But first, I want to have a bit of a talk through the EHL roadmap, just while we have people's attention and we can talk about what's going on. So if my lovely pros shall do the means. This is our roadmap. You might have seen this on our socials. We have also, since releasing this, talked a little bit more about our 7th of March kickoff event. So that is our LAN that we have going on in Stoke-on-Trent again. If you came last November to our event, it is in the same location. This is a one-day event with kind of two sections. There's an invitational draft tournament. All the players have already been invited to that. That is a £600 prize pool event. We then also have people can come and watch the event, but they can also play in two side tournaments. So we have Halo Reach 2s, love to see some Reach come back, and Halo Infinite FFA. Both of those have a £300 prize pool. All the prize pool goes to the winners. So if you're interested in, just having a little bit of fun, playing a bit more Reach back in the day, or playing some Infinite FFA, then please come along to that. And also, we have many other events going on. We have two doubles events. One's on MCC, one's on Infinite. Both of these are Valentine's related. You can see that they are on the 11th of February and the 18th of February, so that's just next week. Then we also have a draft. This is just a traditional draft. This will be online. We'll try to get as many people signed up to that. Tickets will be going on sale for that soon. And then we also have our spring season, which we're going to run Swiss. I don't know if you what your opinion is on Swiss, Capo, but we feel it might be interesting to run Swiss across 3 weeks, lock in some teams, and just have it be quite even playing fields, and have players kind of play against other teams at their same sort of level.
Yeah, definitely. I think for competitiveness and like keeping us locked in, because sometimes when you play in the normal tournaments, you get double rounded against God squads, and it's a bit frustrating. So yeah, Swiss will give us an opportunity to play more games. So definitely excited to get involved if I can get a team.
So we will have more detail about all of this coming up soon, but let's move on. Just quickly before we get this game started, do you want to talk us through why we're all here today and what Smokey 8 is?
Yeah, sure. So for me, obviously playing Halo has been a big part of my life for like 20 years, going back to Halo 2. And I think going back to Halo 2, one thing I regret is I made a lot of friendships online and stuff, but we didn't really have the capability to capture stuff that we do now. And then Halo Infinite's come around, and I sort of met Bucky, and he got me addicted to like the competitive scene and the Discords and meeting new people. So I thought, whilst we've got all this stuff and we've got all this technology, let's try and capture some moments. And I think Smokebox has been great over the last 6 months. We've grown massively, getting people in from all sorts of skill levels, all sorts of places in Europe, and making friends and connections, and having some toxic beef and battles all the time. It's been great, and I think I wanted to do something for the community where we have something to remember it by. So having EHL cast this and give us this production, and hopefully the VOD, so I can put it on my YouTube, will be cool. And having clips, like having that Token Ninja clip is massive for me. Like he's such a cornerstone of Smokebox. So again, that's cool. Having Zero and Kim in the final, they're in every 8's lobby almost every day. So again, them having this memory is something that's important to me. So hopefully we can keep growing the 8's, and we want to meet more people, want to bring more people in, have more lobbies, maybe open up the ranking system if we can. But I think it's working well at the minute because everyone's playing with everyone, and you make connections and friends and learn from each other. And the chaos we've had tonight, so unfortunately British Legends had to go to sleep at 10 o'clock, otherwise he gets into trouble. And we overran because certain players were playing oddball when they should have been ready in the lobby. So Cammy has had a second opportunity as the champion to get back into the lobby, and he's part of the team that we're going to see in the final now. So
yeah, well, thank you for that little bit of an explanation. I'm going to drop, in a second, I'll drop the Discord invite link into the chat. So if you're in Europe and you want to get involved, please hop into there. I think 8's is an amazing cornerstone for just the sort of leagues and events we put on. I mean, we run every Sunday, or we run a couple events a week or whatever. But what are people going to do the rest of the time? Because MM is a little bit dead. It's quite hard to find matches. So 8's is like that perfect fill. You just want to get on and play some competitive Halo. Hop in Discord, click join lobby, 8 people turn up, have some fun. Anyway, let's take a look through these maps. So I'm not sure if you picked the map pool here, Capo, but do you want to talk us through why you picked these maps if you did?
Yeah, a bit random, I guess, if you're not used to playing in a Smokey 8's, but we always start with an oddball. Despite people playing for hours and hours, we always need a warm up into a series. So oddball streets is a mainstay in our lobbies, so that's how we're going to get started. Then it always goes to flag. Gone for Fortress, we've got some demon snipers on both teams, so looking to see some clips from there as well. Then back to live fire. I think it's a Smokey 8's favourite map. So again, King of the Hill, why not? As a game 3. And then game 4, Lattice, just because I hate it. I think most of us hate it, so it's got to be in there, right? And the final map has gone off screen, so now I've forgotten what it is because I'm a bit nervous. So yeah, hopefully it's good.
Well,
But it's a Slayer to
maybe
finish.
we'll make it
we
there.
never play Slayer in our lobbies, so that'll be a test for some of the mainstays. Sorry, Reed, over to you, mate.
You're good. Let's see if we make it to map 5. I look at these two teams and I have my doubts, but let's see if we get there. So just before we kind of get full into this game, I love to see Streets oddball back, just saying. But can you let me know, why do we pick these players and why are they playing right now in this grand final?
Yeah, so obviously the initial plan of the draft was the top 8 players in MMR and top 8 players with the games played. British Legends had to drop out, so we thought we'd give Cammy the opportunity as double champ to get into the vote. Captains and 2 of the mainstays in Smokebox had the opportunity to vote alongside the player that left, and it was unanimous. It was a vote for Cammy to come back in and get a second chance. So Finna's first pick was Cammy, and then Perks picked Topen and Greeny, the Smokebox duo, alongside Suspense. So interesting to see how it goes along.
I love to see that, and I hope Suspense gives us as much excitement as we saw in that last match, because that would be a lot of fun. But we are already 40 seconds into this for Team Percussion, as they have just had a storming start to this game. You do see Camo, I believe, has been burned by now. Finners has got his team to start racking up a few points, as they are already in touch with where the players from Team Percussion are and where they're going to be coming from. And just, you know, I'm liking this hold. I think they may be able to hold on to it quite good. They're doing the classic Streets thing, which is you get a setup and you push out, right? You just squeeze that enemy into their spawn, and you just take her life after life and just try to rack up as much time as possibly can.
Absolutely. I see a 5 there.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Difficult. Everyone's huddled up in C though here for Team Finners.
Trying their best to really hold this door closed. Nades coming back and forth, but a couple players taking some damage. That's 3 players down for Team Finners. Last player up is Vimkin. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, then he should pick a better name. And spawns come in around red side, and honestly that's a pretty good spawn for them. It gets them close into the action where the ball is, and Cammy will survive that piv, which is huge because he now gets to be an absolute nuisance here back C. And that ball will get played out towards Palms, and Camo also going the way of Team Finners. This could be their chance to match up a little bit more here. Taking a look at these two teams here, Capo, which ones do you think are going to have the easiest time here in this best of 5?
It's hard to say. Like I think looking at Finners and Cammy, you're thinking that's a duo that's going to be nuts, and with Topen and Kim sort of supporting. But at the same time, though, Perk's not a bad player, and Suspense I think is underrated. Like he's nuts as well, so I still think it'll be a close game.
Enemy has the ball.
But it really depends on if Suspense and Perk can sort of pick it up a bit, because that Cammy and Finner slaying power might be too much.
This is not going well for Topen. I thought he was going to lose the camo there to a melee trade, but luckily he gets out of that alive. Although I believe he has just ran out of camo time anyway, so it wouldn't make a massive difference. Topen is trying his best to match up to his teammates, but sitting here only on 3 kills so far, with Cammy sitting here pretty with 10 kills, leading the whole leaderboard here in this matchup. And the lead has now swung to Team Finners, and it looks like they're going to maintain this lead. We may see a difficulty here. Suspense cannot be the leverage he has to be. He's stuck here back C, but they don't know where he is. Cammy knows nothing.
See, if that was me, Cammy would turn around and fight me.
You'd lose that one, would you?
Yep.
I guess that's why we're not a top 6 player here like Suspense. Finners gets shot in the back of the head.
He's changed the dynamic there with that play.
Actually insane. I mean, look at the scoreboards here. What's your takeaway looking at these? Is there any players that surprise you? Any players that are doing better than you expected?
Enemy has the ball.
I think Vimkin's doing quite well. He's involved with kills. Topen, heavy assists always. I think he's very underappreciated by the Halo community because he does a lot of the hard work and the grind. And that's what we're seeing in this round. I think Greeny's just getting warmed up.
Let's hope he can warm up a little bit more, because although they have the lead, the ball is being held by Team Finners, and they're going to have this set up for just a little bit longer, but they're going to start fighting over camo, and that's probably the right play to make. I mean, we've seen camo since that change that ups the time that you could have the camo active for. it's just become such a power modifier that it's almost impossible for any team to just completely ignore it, because it can change the dynamic of these games so much.
Suspense with the camo. And they're 2 dead with Finners, right? Yeah.
It's looking that way. Suspense is going to push up towards these fresh spawners from Team Finners, although I think he's just got the nod from his teammates that... Ooh, the backsmack comes through. That they're over by B, but one player was not over by B, and that was Finners, and he felt that one right in the middle of his spine. However, a good set of slays out there for Team Finners. They do take down both Zero and Greeny, which means they now are all open to this setup, and Percussion will go down as well. Last player here is Suspense. He does have camo. Is it enough to take down both of these players? Oh, just not quite. He was just outmatched and did not quite get the rescue from his teammates that he needed. But they are now here in time to prevent any alternative setup here for Team Finners. But look at the scoreboard, Cameron, right? We're 74-76. This really could go either way right now.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying. I think the teams are really well balanced for this final, arguably compared to the first 2 games that we saw. So I think we're in it for a best of 5. Sure, game 5.
And I'd love to find out what that 5th map is. We'll get there eventually. We'll get Prod to bring it up after this match. We can all find out together. But 9 seconds left on the clock, although ball has just been dropped. That will be a carrier stop with Zero, the last player alive on Team Percussion. This is the moment that Team Finners needs. They need to hold the setup for as long as possible. They do get a favourable spawn though. You saw Cammy there spawn up on the B side of the map. That's going to be the perfect place for him to be a roadblock there against Suspense and Greeny to prevent them getting anywhere near. As both teams sitting here now on 92 points, you need a push here from Team Finners that needs to be successful. 3 seconds left. I don't think there's anyone nearby. Nothing can happen. This will be round 1 going to Team Finners. Just in the nick of time, he gets that beat down just to kind of rub salt in the wound.
Oh.
Oh, Prod's ruined the fun here, Capo.
Yeah.
Prod just told me what that 5 is. That 5 is solid flat. We'll try and get there. Thank you for the raid there, PB. Alright. Give me your insights here, Capo. We saw that round 1. Do you think it's going to be a repeat? It was so damn close. Or do you think it's going to be 2 oddball rounds straight to Team Finners?
I think again, the thing with Finners is, man, like when you play the 8s with him, his way of explaining things and breaking things down is really helpful for lesser experienced players. And I think we saw it there at the end. They locked it down for the hold in TD. So I think I'm going to edge towards Team Finners now, just based on that. That hold was watertight.
Yeah, you see, I got to question myself. I'm like, so they got a favourable spawn there, but did they plan? Did they plan to have, you know, the blockers coming in, their teammates get them spawned into B, because that really helped them out? Or were they just kind of lucky? That's what you really got to work out when you're going to get an 8 roster like this, where you just so much people together. They don't have the time practicing in. And as I'm just yapping, Suspense has gone for a triple kill. He's already got an overkill today in this stream. Didn't quite make that one an overkill, but he is doing wonderful work today. Not that he ever lets us down. I think we need to get him on camera more often. I hope we see some great action out of him this weekend in the DreamHack Opens we have tomorrow and the day after. Please be sure to join us for that. We'll do the A stream, working tightly with DreamHack on the Opens. But ball in the hands of the Team Finners squad. Do you think they're going to hold this setup here, Capo?
I think they will, you know, because they saw at the end of the previous round they have 3 dead there for Team Percussion. And Finn is on the ball. He'll know exactly when to drop it, when to slay. It's not looking good, to be honest with you, for Team Pack.
Let's just look at the scoreboard right now. Cammy's sitting here, 27 kills. 23 to Suspense. I would have probably put down Suspense as the top fragger in this lobby, but Cammy, I mean, you said he was a last pickup into this series, but he is absolutely fine. And do you think that's because he's doing better than Suspense, or you reckon it's just a case of the players you're playing against?
It's hard to say, right? Because again, Cammy's pived, Finners, and sorry, Suspense and Perk quite a lot as well, and they're the highest quality players in the lobby probably. But he's just a great player. He's a double champ of Smokey 8s. think he deserved the chance back to compete in the final, and he's living up to the double champ tagline.
And just so we have full context here for everybody, by double champ you mean highest MMR player at the end of a month, right?
Yes, 2 seasons in a row. I gotta say though, I think Finners was working late and didn't have a chance to play in the 8s, and Cammy took advantage of that.
Indeed it does. Right, Suspense. He's on 24 kills. He's going to try and stop this ball movement. Can't quite make it happen, but he gets a flank round. Good movement by him. He'll absolutely perfect there on Grimkin. And that's why you got to look at the dynamic between these players, because this isn't just a team of equally skilled players. There's some slightly better players, some slightly worse players, and that's where you see the ego chows come out. And I don't know about you, but the ego chows are fun to watch. It's much better than a Slayer that's gone 40-40 and is absolutely slowed down like you get sometimes in some of the seasons and tournaments we put on. When you're running an 8s like this, you just see everybody flying at each other, but they're still all high quality players, and it is so much fun to watch. Cammy, last player alive, he'll get taken down. That is 4 dead temporarily for Team Finners. You see a setup here now hold by Team Percussion, and they need to get as much time as they can here, but I am not liking their position right now. They need to rotate over to C. But as I say that, Cammy spawned in C because they left it open. I think they need to take down Finners and hopefully get a setup here on A.
I'm not sure about bringing it into PD there. Have they just walked it into a setup? They got the spawns at B there, right? With 0 and Park. Could help.
They've had that come through, but they're just going for trades. I mean, that works in their favour, right? When you're sitting here trying to rack up as much time, they're about to hit the 50 mark. This is a good lead, but as we know with Oddball, right? It's never over until it's over. It can always just spin on a dime. If you get stuck in a few respawn waves, especially on streets, right? If you're keeping them spawning in PD and you keep eliminating them every single time they move out, and then they start panicking because the clock comes down and you're just taking them off one by one, you can get a lot of time very quickly. So they've got to be careful that doesn't happen. But Percussion, he's not letting this go everywhere. He gets a double there with the red gun. I wish the red gun was on more maps because it is so much fun to see in these competitive tournaments. Suspense with a remote detonation and a second follow-up. There's just kills going left, right and center, but the ball time hasn't really changed that much in the last 30 seconds, but it looks like we are going to finally get a proper setup here for Team Percussion. And Suspense is going to have to block these spawns coming out of red side, but he gets perfected.
They're already one down. It's a good play for 0 to drop the ball to help the Slayer, but the teammate gets taken out. Finners with the double.
Enemy has the ball.
Oh, comes flying out of nowhere. Begin trying to get that ball out to mid. Looks like he might have got the thrown out. I don't know if the comms weren't good, but somehow Cabby gets out of that and doesn't get back smacked. Don't know what I want to say about that, but anyway, it happened. He has now broken the 40 kill mark. He is on 40 kills and getting ball time. So not only has he got the kill record there on his team, but he also has some of the most objective time. In fact, actually, looking across both of these squads, they've got pretty high objective time for everyone. No one's, you know, egoing themselves and saying, you know, I'm better than holding this ball, I'll go out and frag the enemy. They are working together and grabbing the ball when they need to, and that's working out really well for them.
Yeah, Cammy, I think... Oh...
Enemy has the ball.
Ooh. I was expecting
Greeny,
a perfect there.
Beautiful. Greeny perfect from Greeny there.
Really, really great job by him. We have 38 seconds left on the clock. Both teams here are now going to go for time. I'm really favouring Team Finish to finish this one out here. They have a 20-second lead time with 30 seconds left to go. All they need to do now is keep these players on Team Percussion in the respawn screen. And Greeny is the only player up right now. He is going to be getting chowed. He just gets naded to high hell. He gets taken down. Another 15 seconds left, and this game is over, and we'll be going to map number 2. But Finners, he gets taken out by the duo squad there. Greeny, he tries his best after a respawn. Toppin goes down. The ball gets reset in a pretty unfortunate timing, but Cammy, he tries to stop him. Doesn't make it happen. Timer is out, and that will be it. 2 rounds going to Team Finners. Now, the first round was a lot closer than that second round, but both teams played that very, very well.
Yeah, it felt like Team Finn has warmed into it. I think the first round was a bit hit and miss for them. It was really close, but then that stronghold towards the end, and then the second round, I think they just asserted their dominance.
And we are taking a look here at this scoreboard. 45 kills for Cammy. Suspense was only a few kills behind him, but he is now sitting pretty all the way back down 33. I'm not sure if the morale got to Team Percussion, but he was just absolutely frying through that leaderboard. If we could take a look at the damage, that's what I'd love to understand. I just noticed KDA of 29. Jesus. 10k damage. I mean, what do you say? What do you say, Gapu?
He's a freak, man. That's all I can say. He's nuts. Like, how'd you deal with Cammy? I think the conspiracy duo did it well in the Finesses final, as I like to call it. But yeah, they're struggling at the minute, Team Perk, to deal with Cammy, but they've got to figure out. But I think the next map is an opportunity. Fortress, a fast start, can get you 2 caps really quickly, and if you're not team shooting well, there's opportunities there to capitalize. So I think Perk's still in it. Team Perk is still in it.
We see that time and time again with Fortress, and I hope we get a bit of back and forth with this. Do you want to just talk us through quickly these rosters? I know that these guys were obviously kind of drafted and shoved together, but some of these guys do play each other on regular times, and they also have played together in like HCS events and some of our EHL tournaments. So do you want to just kind of give us that relationship here between these players?
Yeah, so I'll start with the Smokebox duo. Topin and Greeny went to LAN together. I call them the Scissor Sisters because they're always together in every Hates lobby, in ranked, in every team. But yeah, it's a shame to see them apart, but also kind of good because I call Greeny the franchise in Smokebox and Topin the MVP. So it's interesting to see them go head to head. And obviously Finners and Suspense team together in Conspiracy, and they seem to have a hold over Cammy whenever they meet his team. So it's interesting that Finners is now with Cammy, beat Cammy with Suspense. So really it's all on Suspense and Perk, I think, to try and figure out a way to stop Cammy alongside Zero and Greeny. But also from a team perspective, Zero teams with VM Kim in the HDC League Division 3. And they've been playing together for a long time as well. So again, it's interesting to see them play against each other and see who's got the one up. But obviously currently Team Finners are up.
So what you're saying here is this is really a rivalry, like a grudge match type thing. You've got a lot of people that play together on the opposite team from their duos. So if they do get heartbroken over this, maybe they'll join back together as lovers and play in our Valentine's 2v2. Love a little bit of a plug in there. Anyway.
Wait, one second. And to practice for that, they can get involved in a Smokey Geos queue that we've just set up in the Smokebox Discord as well.
That's what we love to hear. Love to hear it. Anyway, let's get started. So we're going for a hot start here. Suspense grabs himself that sniper. He takes down Toppin as he grabs it, but Finners, he'll counter snipe him down. Cammy gets his hands on the overshield. Just as we're talking about him as a powerhouse, now he has that overshield in hand. I'm very scared at this point, Navo. Grenades are coming up nice and pretty here for Finners. Cammy is still up, but I don't know if that overshield has any juice left in it. It's looking like it doesn't, but he'll get a double kill there with the snipes. So snipes are all for Team Finners right now, but they've not grabbed the flag yet. I don't know what they're quite doing. I think they're trying to get something going here, but they've almost burned through all their sniper ammo, and they've got the kills to show for it. But Finners is trying, and they're just not getting anything to gain for it. I mean, they're getting clips.
Yeah, and do you know what the problem is when you get both snipers? Like, you've got 2 other players that can pull it, but they necessarily can't get in. And I think we saw a perfect example.
You've got a sniper, right, and you don't want to be grabbing the flag. You just want to sit back and take hits. But they do get the flag finally on the move, as it moves all the way through bottom mid. He does get stopped midway there by Greeny. Greeny runs out of ammunition and gets taken down. Suspense, he's the player you want on this flag. He is here. He is trying to get it returned. He put enough time into it that will go back. He moves in to take down Vakim. Perk has to come and help him out. That's a little bit embarrassing for him, but we'll let that slide. Hopefully no one will clip that. And then he gets himself all the way set up here on the side of the base as he tries to get his team in position to start this flagpole.
Yeah, big plays there from Suspense, showing his experience in the higher lobbies. And this is such an annoying position. Like, you see Royal 2 do stuff like this, just sit on the opposition's base and just cause problems. Make them look back.
You know what? I absolutely love that. He baited the overshield. As the whole enemy team was getting themselves ready to take on overshield, he just popped a couple shots from the back and grabbed the flag. And while they're still focused on getting overshield, he's got it all the way back into his base. His teammates do the cleanup. They now need to get their flag returned, which it looks like they should do any moment now. Toppen gets a touch, but it won't be enough. As we see Greeny...
That touch is huge.
As we see Finners get in for another touch, it is huge, but I don't think anyone's close enough to make it happen. It gets respawned, and the shots come from mid, but it is not enough as Suspense has full shields. That flag goes in. It is flag 1 for Team Percussion. And you know what's huge about this, Capo?
Yep.
How on heat were Team Finners at the beginning of this with those 2 snipers and the overshield. And the first flag goes away at Team Percussion.
And it's such a momentum-y map. They've already got another pull. I can see it being 2-0 very quickly.
This is why I hate this map. Because I'm one to fall foul to the momentum. I get myself all worked up, I panic, I try to make it happen, and it goes terribly. These guys, they're not going to do that. They've played so many lobbies of 8s. I mean, you were telling me the other day, right? Or earlier today, rather. You said, you'll have to remind me which player it was. Someone has over 100 8s games in a month. Is that correct?
Yeah, Dizzle, the Dizzler. We saw him in the Finesse's final. He's a mainstay. We love Dizzle.
I mean, that's like 33 games like a week almost, or 30 odd games a week. Maybe 3 games a day, right? That's kind of insane. But anyway, I love
what can I say? We're passionate, you know? we love the game. Yeah.
And I guess matchmaking doesn't really exist anymore in Europe, so that kind of works. But we do have a look at the scoreboard here, and a couple players are doing well, and a couple of players are struggling a little bit. Any surprises here on the scoreboard?
It's nice to see Greeny sort of settle in. Zero, I expect a lot more damage out of him, so even if the kills aren't there, the assist should be up. But I think, again, just need to give him time to settle in. I think they might be a bit nervous. But if it's the second cap for Team Fimmers, the momentum swung the other way after that insane play from Suspense. The perks on the re here.
Cardiff will just about make it happen. I don't know if you were trying to be kind there, Capo, but what I was going to point out with the scoreboard is I'm surprised at Suspense. He does have 10 assists, I'll give him that, but only 3 kills. Like, he should be up there with Percussion, and Greeny is now topping Team Percussion as well. I mean, just based off the performance we saw in that last match, and from what I've seen in like online events and tournaments, not that I see the 8 scores too often, Greeny's doing really well. And Suspense, if he steps up, he might be able to push us over the line for his team. But we are 1-1 right now. We saw Team Finners match that one up. TK2 sitting here with 15 kills. Just about there to get a trade with Suspense with the help of Toppen. And we may see another flagpole coming through here if they can deal with Percussion.
Shots.
Fimkim on the pull, but not going to go anyway with Zero sat here watching over. A couple nades come across.
Although he died there, those shots are important. It's just delayed the pull of the flag, and Perks finished off Kim. And I think that's such a problem in this map. It's like if you just hide and try and play your life and don't get those shots off, it puts the team at a disadvantage because spawners are going to get shot instantly. They need damage to finish, and that was good from Zero.
Exactly. He was the anchor in the base they needed him to be. We now have snipes and overshield coming up. 5 seconds on both of those. But as we say that, both flags are on the move. I feel like the flag pull isn't real here from Greeny. He was just trying to stop his own flag from being put in. But actually, I feel like, exactly, he's thinking in his head, he's like, this run might actually work. So he's made this move, and we're in an old-fashioned flag-off situation. His teammates get the return.
Huge
Gabby's second flag in. Absolutely huge, just as you said, Gabby.
Ooh. Nice finish there from Zero, but that's why we call Greeny the franchise. The man steps up when he's needed. I think that was a bit embarrassing though for Suspense. He's looking like Capo Crimini out there with that repulse.
Hey. I'm sure you're exaggerating a little bit. Cammy and Suspense in a bit of a snipe off. Oh, he hits the second quickscope there onto Greeny. Now all he has to do is find that remaining player. Perk will go for the backpack. That's a double kill for him. He's now got the snipe looking at top, and he'll miss that shot for the triple. But if he can stay alive here, he can be a bit of a nuisance. Although the fresh spawner comes in and cleans him up. Now both teams are being put back on their side of the map. Just need to see who's going to make the first move. And it looks like Team Finners are going to be able to make a bit of an opening here.
And again, is that Suspense again with the roll 2 tactic?
The sneak into the back of the base. And I think he heard me shit-talking him a little bit because he's now sitting pretty here on 9 kills.
The Team Finners have progressed the flag up a bit further.
Yeah, it's all up to Suspense.
Huge
to stop
kill
the
from Perk. Double. Oh no, Suspense will finish. And this is it. And it's tied.
Captured your flag.
3 flags
1-1.
in and we're tied. You know what? From the beginning of that game, Capo, I would not have called that this was going to be a map going the way of Team Percussion, but I'm glad I was proved wrong.
Yeah, love to see it. I mean, I told you that oddball was a warm-up for the boys, and we're going to see a competitive series now. Be interested to see the damage stats from that, because I bet you 0 and Suspense, huge numbers.
Yeah, we'll take a look at damage in a second when Fod puts us across there. But in terms of kills, it was pretty good for Finners, TK, Suspense, Perk as you would expect. But Greeny really put in his work. Really great showing from him in that one. Sorry, I'm throwing Prod for a spin. So if we head back to damage, we'll see that almost So Suspense, he was getting the damage down. He just wasn't getting a clean up for the kills. That's why we saw a bit of a lag there. But Cammy sitting on 6.4k, Finners with 5.9. We saw both of them with the sniper so many times. That just allows them to get those high damage numbers as they hit them in the head or body or whatever. So really great showing for both of them in that game. And let's see how they do going into this next one.
I want to see in this live fire, I want to see who gets the snipe. I want to see Suspense in the snipe, see if he can hit some clips, and I want to see Topen grab the camo and get a double ninja. That's my dream. I want to see that. 5 subs if Topen gets a double ninja. Might be setting up for the impossible there.
Nothing's impossible. How many teams are playing today's Invitational? So this is a slightly different format. Basically, we are collaborating here with my co-caster Capo Crimini. I don't know how to say your anyway, who runs an 8th lobby Discord, and you've got some of your players from the 8th lobby. Kind of grab the people that have played the most games, people that have the highest MMR, and put them together in a couple show matches here. So this is the 3rd show match we've had. This is the most competitive one that we have had, and people are just having a lot of fun.
Hopefully. So we've got Finners with the snipe, camo's up. I think Greeny grabbed it? Good Suspense style.
Maybe we'll get vision of it in a little bit. But Snipe is in the hands of Finners, and him and his team are going to have to do something to get leverage here on the site. Snipe will help with that as one player gets taken down. There's still 2 more to deal with. Suspense, he will get hit by the quick scope, but not quite cleaned up by his teammates as they already dropped down on Nest. What a shot onto Percussion. Finners will be happy with that one. 2 more bullets left from the sniper. He'll connect with 1. He's called out to his teammate that there's another player in Nest. If Cammy can win that, which he will, this might be the break they need to push into the hill, as we have 2 players now from Team Finners in the hill. And just 1 round of plays, though, is all that needs to happen here for Team Percussion for them to finish this one up. That'll be a double kill for Greeny. Vikim comes to try to save this hill for his team, but 0 is in, and there is no showing of anybody on Team Finners to contest this. And this should be round number 1, hill number 1, going the way of Team Percussion.
Yeah, huge plays again by Greeny there, by Pillars. I think he should have died to the first guy. He didn't. He lived with his nut strafe and essentially won them the hill. A nice 5 there from 0 as well. That's a big trade. Cammy's off the map.
Huge shots coming through. Ooh. They're all trying to take down this player on top tower. Eventually Greeny will get taken down, but Greeny bought his team a lot of time. They have half of this hill already secured. Camo is about to pop up. You just saw Toppen go basically send his troops out by pinging it over towards that Camo and send them out to get it. But Camo will go the way of Zero, and now they just need one more break. He'll take down Camo. He'll go for the second shots on to finish. He hits them all, and that will be a nice cleanup for him. He should be proud of that one. That leaves just Toppen as the last player alive, but Vikim has now pushed back through mud and gone to back up his teammate. Toppen goes down. Vikim got pushed off the map there by Greeny. So with TK2, the last player alive here on Team Finners, this will be a lot of time going the way of Team Perk, and this might be the second hill going towards it.
Yeah, and Perk's picked up the sniper, and again, just want to emphasize how big the plays there from Greeny was on tower. The entire Finners team pushed him on tower to get him off. That allowed Team Perk to get the camo, and the camos ultimately won them this hill. So those micro decisions, they add up.
Enemy team took the hill.
They do. Every single decision has to work, and that's why you need a good, strong, confident IGL. Do you think these teams have IGLs, or do you think they're just kind of meshing together right now?
I think they do. I think Finn is, when we play in the 8s together, his mental is so good. Like, winning or losing, he'll always maintain the same cadence and instruct people what to do. And I think that's huge for people like Vimkim, who's still quite new to the game. And I think on the other side, Perk as well has got really good IGL capabilities and can quite quickly explain what to do to the player. So that will again help people like Zero and Greeny, who may not be at sort of Perk and Suspense's level. So I think if I was going to give the edge, I'd still give it to Finn's team, but Team Perk are doing well when it comes to the IGL and decision making.
Well, let's see if they have what it takes to bring this one back. They start tracking some time on this hill. They are currently favourites on this one. As you see, Finn is positioning himself to block off Zero here on the keyboard.
Oh,
Well,
we call Zero the jiggler in our Discord, and that's why he knows how to jiggle a wall.
and he makes some progress. You see Greeny here tries to go in a 1-on-2. Actually, it's quite successful. Really plays his life here. I love to see that. His teammates come and help him take out that player on window. They now have full control over this hill. And rightfully so, Finners and TK2 decide not to push their advantage. But the flank coming out here by Suspense and Zero might put an end to Team Finners' hopes on this hill, if they can make it happen. But just as I say that, they make a breakthrough here from Kigdor and Screens. This might be enough to destroy this flank, and it was a double kill there for Toppen. Really, really good showing by Team Finners.
The timing of that, like with the previous hill, that's allowed them to get camo. They should stay out this hill and immediately setting up for the next hill back tower.
Enemy team scored. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Enemy team took the hill.
Oh, the camo gets him through that first kill, but gets taken down by the second. That was a double kill there for Zero. Zero doing really well in this game. I mean, we were shouting out Greeny in the last match, and I'm going to shout out Zero now for this one. He's 11 and 7 with 7 assists. It's nothing to be scoffed at. He is sitting here pretty on the hill, getting this for his team, and we do have a slight hill advantage to Team Percussion, but they're over half of this hill already. Hill number 4.
Oh, good damage though. Greeny repulses him off the map.
Took the hill.
Oh,
Huge stick.
nice stick there by Finners. So, hill is now in the hands of Team Finners. What does Team Percussion here have to do, Capo, to get this hill back under control?
They just all need to live. I think push together, get a pick, and make the break. And Cammy's already down. Finners is weak. Zero can finish this. This could be the break. Oh, but the others get taken off the map. I thought
You
they
say-
had that map.
Ooh. I think we're all about as confused as Vimkim right now. He doesn't know. He's seeing ghosts. He doesn't quite know what's going on. He decides, you know what? Fuck it, I'm out. Fails. But they get pinched The pizza comes in hard, and Greeny, he will take down a double kill there. Toppen is still up, back hill. The snipe comes out from suspense. That'll be a nice connection with the head. He does a 360 double kill no scope there onto Toppen. What? He's just showing off at this point, and he's getting the top tower position. This is exactly where you want to be, Capo, to hold this hill. We know it well, and we know it's true. This hill has been in for the entirety of Halo Infinite, and it is such a strong, impactful one. And if he can hold this position strong, this hill should be all team percussion.
Suspension is just such a cheeky player to like watch, and I don't even. I mean, you must have watched him stream like his comms and stuff. Very funny. Reminds me of like Captain Jack Sparrow. The way he gives his comms out.
Yeah, it's almost like his mind is moving faster than the game, so he's got time to think about witty things to say while he's playing, which is hilarious. And I honestly thought he was going to hit that headshot there. He was so close to nailing that one and staying alive top tower. But he did get taken down, so that's good news there for Team Fillers, as they do maintain a little bit of hill control. But they're backing down as kills come left and right. There's 2 players down for both sides temporarily. Hurt gets pushed out of top tower. And this is a huge kill here for Toppen as he gets a double. And if he can stay alive with the help of Cammy and take some control over tower, they can get Overwatch over this hill, get around the slays, and then start racking up some time for themselves. And they need this hill.
I mean, there we see just how important Toppen is to any team, like in a draft or in a comp setting. He lived there for so long, got so much damage off, and even that kill, he had no right to get it. It just allows his team to do so much more on the map. We're seeing, what, 3 dead for Team Puck? Puck last life?
Indeed. Cammy nearly gets caught out, but actually lives that one with the help of Toppen. Hill is in their control, but they get flushed out there by Greeny, who is just trying to stay alive here in the hole. Won't quite make it happen. Does actually get a bit of backup there. Still alive is Greeny. Now, if he can take down a couple of these players as they hunt him down, he may be able to launch a counter assault onto the hill. Tries to catch out Finners, but can't quite make it happen. Does make a good movement to capitalize on that. Perk, he has sniped, but he gets taken down as well. Let's see if Suspense gets taken down alongside with both his teammates here on the hill. They're trying everything to stop it going the way of Team Fillers. They have taken control, and Team Fillers are going to put it all in. It's a triple kill there for Zero. Did not even notice that one was coming through. Can't quite make it to an overkill. But hill number 4 goes the way of Team Percussion, and that'll be map 3 going the way of Team Percussion. So they lost the first one, but as you said, they warmed up and they got into this one. And we are now going to go into map number 4. And it's going to be Lattice. And you say you put in Lattice because people are still not great on it. They haven't had enough time to play it. So shove it into one of these 8 tournaments. Get people practicing, ready for DreamHack. Because it shows up a lot in this DreamHack roster, map.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I hate it. I absolutely hate Lattice and I hate Vacancy. I hate playing on those 2 maps. And in our 8s lobbies, if it's me as a host, I will very rarely pick it unless someone complains. But I thought I'd throw it in there because obviously we've got the opens tomorrow, so give people a chance to practice. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it gets played because again, I'm thinking of like who's got the most experience with setups and stuff. So you'd think with Cammy and Finners being involved so heavily in the comp scene with Suspense and Perk as well at a high level, they should know how to play it. Is everyone going to go for the AC control, or will we see be a bit more mixed up?
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think?
like...
Do you enjoy those maps? Do you like Lattice?
Lettuce. Yeah, I do enjoy watching Lettuce. Do I enjoy playing Lettuce? Debatable. It's like this is one of the things I've learned being a caster and an admin is I can watch people play, right, and I can pick out what they're doing wrong, and I can pick out what they need to do and how they need to play the game. But when I'm sitting there in the hot seat playing the 8s lobby or playing the matchmaking game, it all goes missing. It's all gone. It's not in the head. And I have no idea what I'm doing. Not quite. But I can't quite pull it off the same as I can when I'm analysing. So, do I enjoy the map? Yes, I enjoy the map. I love spectating it, and I love the admin side of it. And it's always good to see something fresh, right? And I think we could see a world where some of the nice maps that we had in previous HCS rotations come back. Oh, this 360 BM no scope here out of Suspense. He's going to clip that one for sure. But Sorry, as I was saying, yeah, it's always good to see some of these maps, like, you know, come back in rotation.
Yeah.
And to see Lettuce get a little bit more love here in the HCS, quote-unquote HCS recommended map pool that we've got here for DreamHack. Maybe they've gone too far the other way. I guess we'll see how it performs at the weekend, tomorrow and the day after, as we are putting on the stream for the DreamHack Opens. But we're not doing the DreamHack Opens. We're doing We're doing the Smokey 8th Invitational. And we're doing Stronghold Labs.
This will be interesting because my call-ups in this map are terrible, so how will I cast it? It's all on you, Reed.
Okay, so there's a blue side, and there's a bridge, and a sniper. That's pretty much it, I think, right? You keep everyone locked in blue, and then you win the map. That's kind of how it goes, right?
Yeah, I think playing with some like the better players, they always say try and control A and C. A and C is supposedly best hold, trap them in blue. But let's see what these guys do. I want to see who gets a snipe.
Team score.
Yeah, the county here off to a strong start with a triple kill. Goes for the over. He will hit it. Over extermination. 4 kills is all he needs. He has 4 kills, 0 deaths. Overkill extermination gets taken down by Percussion. But what a start for him. Percussion gets the taste of his own medicine as he goes flying across the map there. I gotta say, I know they added it a while ago, but but the explosion kind of like impact increase they added makes so much more fun to watch. But yeah, let's look in the bottom corner. Look at that overkill, and he just absolutely perfect the hell out of Zero. You could tell it that at that point he was on the mindset that he was gonna hit that overkill, and he was not gonna miss a shot.
What production
Nice.
team we have here? Good work by Infinity to get that in so quick.
Infinity always hits them up. He knows exactly what he's doing. What a legend. TK2, last player alive here for Team Finners. He is going to try and make something happen. 7 bullets left in the snipe. He will hit the quick scope, goes for the second, but his teammate Finners cleans that one up already. He's now going to help out Toppen here, capture this C point. Toppen needs no help. He will take down Suspense. So even though Camu is the last one alive, we are in a 2-kill hold here for Team Finners, and potentially going to a triple cap. Let's see if the sniper bullet can make the connection that's needed. He knew Suspense was somewhere, but Toppen, he's got that one cleaned up for them. B gets reset. A is now being flipped by the side of Team Percussion. They have all the spawns, but the flank comes through. The snipe and the double shot, double kill for TK2. He is here, sitting here on 7 kills already in this lobby. I mean, everyone else is below 4, and he got 4 kills within the first 30 seconds. So honestly, he's on a whole different level right now.
Yeah, he's going off in a snipe. I think me and Gabs, the X-Hold one, once played a 2v2 against Cammy and Saigo, and he had snipe. And we were just getting our heads taken off. 25 kills. It was insane. And he's kind of doing that in this lobby right now. And even Perk couldn't put a stop to him.
And that's not for trying, but Suspense puts him to the bed eventually. Decides not to go for the sniper. That's probably because he knows there's basically no bullets left in it. And A is going to start getting flipped, but we are at 100 points here for Team Finners. And the backup comes through, but nice bit of movement there by Suspense, and the help from his team to get in the hill to mean that he could just dip out there slightly. Oh, and Greeny, he'll take down the Cammy, and that will mean that B will stay for Team Percussion, and they're now going to rack up some points just to try to even out this game a little bit.
Cammy made that jump first time. I can never make that jump. It's ridiculous. Some will say skill issue. I think map design issue personally.
Yeah, we should. Ooh, nice double kill there for Cammy. We should go and edit the maps and add some more skill jumps in, right? You know, should show that we can skill jump through the middle of Forbidden. The amount of people that were like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you couldn't do that," and didn't realise that you know the map could be edited for that Twitter clip. But it was a fair point. I do like skill jumps. I mean, Halo 3 used to have so many skill jumps, and as I'm waffling, Percussion here with the triple kill, nice nade. He does get taken down eventually, but he does get avenged slightly there by his teammate of Suspense, who has the sniper in hand as well. Good. Golly, that was a nice no scope.
The flick. That was a CS2 flick right there.
Good golly, Miss Molly. That'll be A and C in the hands of Percussion. This is what you were calling the AC hold. And as they have the AC hold, they're going to rack it up. And look at that quick movement. He will hit the body and force the player there from Team Finish to not make the aggressive push. But backup comes through, and A is going to get contested pretty hard right now, Capo.
Again, taken up by Finners by Turbine.
We had our man of the match last game, Zero, who was doing absolute work. He is now currently breadsticking. I'm going to call this the read effect, because this happens to me every single time I play 8s. I have a really good match, and then I go to a breadstick the game afterwards. And honestly, it's probably because of the map. Because I do not do well in this map either, as I said earlier. But he will stay in it, and he'll keep the passion going there. He does have 7 assists, so can't discredit that. But we are 150 points now to Team Finners. It took him a lot more effort to get that 50 as it did the first 100, but they are maintaining the hold, so maybe they can just keep this one ticking and keep this one going and close out this map that way. And then that puts us where we want to be, Capo. That puts us into a map number 5.
Yeah. It's a trip cap. I didn't expect this level of domination, but I think Cammy certainly has just kept up such a tremendous pace. It's made it really difficult for Team Perk to get any sort of foothold in the game. But still a way to go. Like, I mean, they can still turn this around. They just need to get a double cap, maybe a trip cap, get some confidence, and it could be different.
It's all about confidence. It's all about the mental game at this level. Like, 90% of it is mental. We all know they can all shoot, but once they get their mental sorted, they can play right, they can play as a team, they can get this one working. But A is going to get contested here by Team Finners. They will switch it over. Back to the old AC hold. Let's see how much time they can add on to this one. They break the 200 mark. It's looking very scary now for Team Percussion. They are 3 dead temporarily as well, there, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what you do. Like here off spawn, how'd you break this? You're getting pressured immediately at C. Trying to go ice. Perk picks up one. But he's taken out. And it's 2v2 on the map currently. But Finners has got sniped. That should be GG, I think.
This may be GG. Oh, carry with the double. Oh, a nice snipe coming through there by Finners. Wants to keep all 4 bullets in the chamber if he can do. Goes for a reload and gets ready for the aggressive push. But honestly, it was almost all over as the triple cap attempt comes through. But it's not really needed. B starts to get contested there by Suspense. Suspense actually gets some nice shots there through bottom mid. Does take him down. Maybe he'll grab this sniper as well. He definitely knows it's down there. In his hands, this might be what they need. But honestly, they have a triple cap. But I'm looking at the points right now, Capo, and I'm feeling down.
It will take more than a Christmas miracle, a Valentine's Day miracle to survive this.
A lot of boxes of chocolates and love hearts need to come through. See, he is starting to get contested, and I don't see anyone able to put up much of a fight. But instead, Team Percussion will try to grab A before they can. They hop on there and do actually secure that, so they are still in it. Only 1 point game there for Team Finners. But 1 point when you need 4 more to win is actually huge. So they're going to keep working on this one if they can. The fresh spawners come in for Team Finners. They are going to try to make something happen. It looks like they are deciding to push towards B by getting a collapse under bottom mid. And as the player goes down, they're going to alternate and go towards the A side. A lot of aggression by Toppen. He will manage to grab A. They now have to go back and either fight for C or grab B. Looks like they're going to try and go for B instead. And if they can hold this B hold, this will be what they need. They take him down. 3 players dead, 0 last player alive. He gets cleaned up as well, and that will be it. I am sure B gets contested. Greeny has to put on his Nikes and run all the way to A if he wants to stop anything. He doesn't get enough time. That will be map number 4, going the way of Team Fillers. A very strong performance there by both teams, but ultimately not quite enough there as we go to a Slayer game 5 on Solitude.
Yeah, this will be a nail biter. Slayer Solitude as a final game. And again, like I said earlier, in our 8 server, no one likes playing Slayer apart from Phoenix. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys cope and their mentals going into this game. I don't know who's going to win it, if I'm honest with you. Because players like Cammy and Finners, like they can have huge games on objective type games, but in Slayer, it's a little bit different, you know? Like, you need your teammates to live as well.
This
What do you think,
starting
Reed? What's your prediction?
overkill was huge. My prediction is... my prediction is Team Percussion. I just think overall they've been getting more kills and getting more slays, but Cammy was on fire this game. He had 30 kills and 9 deaths. He had double the kills of any of his teammates. It is Slayer Solitude perk, just saying. Yeah, double the kills of any of his teammates, and was leagues ahead of everyone on Team Percussion as well. But I mean, he was just absolutely nuts with the sniper. But there's no sniper on Solitude, so it may be the case of that Team Percussion has the better gunplay with the standard weapons, and it was just that beginning momentum for Cammy and Team Finners that really carried him through this one. But that's why I am putting Team Percussion as my guess to win this one out.
No scope.
But do you agree? Did you give your prediction?
I haven't yet, and I can't decide who's going to win. I think it's going to be such a nail biter. I don't know. I genuinely don't know who's going to win this.
What a coward! He won't put his
I don't want
reputation down on a decision.
I can't
You're
be
good.
seen to sway one way or the other. I'll be happy with whoever wins, but I can't decide I can't predict who's going to win. What do the chat think?
Chat, tell us who's going to win. I know you're watching. I know you've got opinions. You like opinions when we make decisions at EHL, so you must have opinions over this game. I love this. Sydney in the chat. He chooses Halo. He doesn't choose his own son. No, he chooses Halo as the winner. I love that. I love the impartiality we're seeing here in chat. That's great. Rain saying Shock camo control wins this. I mean, camo control for sure, but Shock has been just not quite as effective for such a long time. But we'll see Suspense start it off here with a camo Shock combo. Although his team is 2 kills down and he has a lot to make up here. We'll take down Finners. Turns around and is absolutely mobbed by Toppen and Vikim as they manage to take down the camo and grab this Shock for themselves. Let's hope that they can both get cleaned up by Team Percussion just so that camo gets a little bit more use.
Yeah, I don't think Suspense played it wrong there. Like, he had the shock, teammates were dying, he had to try and live, he had to try and get a shot off, but well played by Kim and Token to fly at the camo. Shots there for 0. And he gets to clean up.
Nice double kill for him. 3 players dead temporarily for Team Finners. Cammy last player up, sat over in yard. He'll get the backups spawns in tram, which will be good for them. Toppen deciding to sit loop as he gets a little bit of a backup from 0. That'll be enough to take him down. A nice shock there by Greeny, proving me wrong about how effective it is, as he will clean that one up. And the lead has been taken by Team Percussion, and they needed that to make up for the bit of the fumble they had there at the beginning with the camo. He hears the movement behind him, but he misjudges his spin and doesn't quite get the stick there and beat him. His teammates will help him clean it up though, and that will be a trade, as we just have a 2-kill lead here for Team Percussion, which at this point, anything could happen, and I'm not liking this squish right now, Capo.
It's a good trade kind of there from Suspense, but Kim's picked up perks, so it's 15-30 and a 2-kill lead. Nothing substantial just yet. But Shock in 0's hand, but like you said, the Shock nerf is kind of... It's not a guaranteed kill, you know?
Oh, the shock. Sorry, the sticky just misses there as Greeny comes out with a double kill. Greeny again showing why he deserves to be in this lobby for another map, as he has started this one off incredibly strong. And in fact, every player on the board so far has started off incredibly strong. No one has breadsticked, everybody's got a kill, and we are 17-17 right now. I'm liking the positions here of Team Finners. They have the advantage, or the slight advantage here, over the camo, but Suspense comes flying out the side of my vision. I did not see him there as I made that call, as he gets a triple kill and gets away with camo. He's just going to put all the pressure onto both Finners and Toppen as his teammates push in from yard as well. If he can live up here and get these kills, this is absolutely huge for Team Percussion.
He's got the repulse sticky.
and Finn is just hoping to wear down the camo timer here as they all bunch up together. Oh, the first shot goes astray, and we have a player left the lobby, so I'm guessing this game will restart.
Oh, who did we lose?
We lost the team percussion. My head. My mind. I lost the scoreboard.
Yeah.
0. It was 0. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you, Damek. Paying attention. Okay, I guess this is up to you then, Mr. Admin. It's your tournament. You're going to have to let them know if they're doing it for a restart or they can decide for themselves. But yes.
Yeah.
Apparently Zero's PC died, so we might have a little bit of a longer break here, but that's fine. We can keep this one going. So let's look back at these maps that we had here. We've kind of spoken as each map has come along, but now we have a bit of a hindsight look into things. Is this what you expected? Just knowing these players, do you think they align with the maps that they won, or you think it could have really been a toss-up?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it'd be even serious. I was surprised by the King of the Hill game. I thought it'd be closer for a 4-1. And then the Strongholds, I did think, because that's a map type you really need to be coordinated in. And I thought with Cammy and Phillips on the same team, they would be better coordinated and push the pace. The Slayer, though, the start of that, I thought Team Perk were doing really well to take a bit of a lead. Just picked up camo. It's going to be a difficult decision when it comes to the reset. I'm just waiting for a message to come in. Hopefully they figure out themselves, because I don't want to get involved. But anything in the lobby just yet around what we're going to do in terms of the reset?
So it looks like, if we see, they are resetting the score to 23-20. So they're going to start from what the score was on. You have a Team Percussion there wanting those 3 kills that they had as a lead, which is fair. And obviously, if you're okay with that, then that's what we'll be going with. Which I just wanted to dwell. You said so a 4-1 live fire score is a bigger spread than you were expecting.
Yeah.
That's true. I think the problem with live fire, at least from like you look at the scores, is you never really see how close those hills were. We see quite a bit of back and forth, but it was ultimately Team Percussion that just clearly had the better positioning, the better team play. And I think the 4-1 there really is justified for them. So not quite hidden as it is normally. I think that is a fair show of their ability. So hopefully we can get Zero back in this lobby and it's starting off straight away. So just while we wait, talk to me a little bit more about Smokey 8 as it is. I will again drop the invite in the chat for people. So you've just started your season for February, right?
Yeah, we've just started the February MMR leaderboard and games played leaderboard. I think the next one we do of these, we'll, hopefully if AHL want to do it, we're happy to get involved, or we'll run it ourselves. We'll try and make the tournament a bit bigger so more people can get involved. So yeah, if you're in Europe and you want to play some Halo, as ranked is pretty much dead at the minute, welcome to join. Everyone from different skill groups are welcome to join, but I would say like Onyx Plus, you'll have a better time. If you're a lower rank, if we get more of those people in, we can maybe set up a separate queue, but everyone's more than welcome to get involved, have a good time. It does get a little bit toxic sometimes, so if you throw, you will get yelled at, you will get cursed. Don't take it personally, swear back and jump into the next one. That is all I'll say. But yeah, welcome to join. I'm going to run things like this. Pretty much, yeah. I was speaking to Infinity the other day, and he saw a message that I sent him after he destroyed me in matchmaking. I think I called him a cheater. He's not, he's just an MNK god. But yeah, it's no different to matchmaking.
Yeah, don't worry. I've matched against Infinity enough times in matchmaking to know that he's a bit of a demon. As he's probably sitting there now laughing in the background, working the sticks for this one. All right. I thought I saw him join, but maybe he had another crash or something. So we'll try to get this one going for you guys, so you don't sit around waiting for too long. Rain is correct. Production Demon as well. Let's talk about tomorrow. So tomorrow we have the DreamHack Opens starting. We are the premier broadcaster for that. We'll be doing the A stream, covering all the winners finals, grand finals, losers finals, as we can. So please come join us for that. But are you playing tomorrow?
No, unfortunately, I'm not going to DreamHack, which is a shame. Got a wedding on the Sunday, and it's actually in Birmingham. So I was planning to like sneak in on the Friday, but I don't have any more days off left, so I can't actually get to Birmingham for Friday to make it for the tournament. But I hope everyone has a good time, and it's such a big event. We don't really get these in the UK, so encourage everyone to try and get tickets if you can. And if you're a Halo fan, show some love. You know, we want the next game to be announced as soon as possible.
Yeah,
and it's another opportunity to make that happen.
It should be absolutely huge, and DreamHack and Halo Studios have such a strong partnership. It would be great to see us continue. And we saw some DreamHack events last year as part of the major roadmap. Obviously, we have the 2 DreamHack events this year, with Birmingham being the first one. That just kind of keep that competitive spirit alive for the masses. I mean, we can offer what we can do, but you know, it's not quite the same as what a DreamHack is offering, where you're going to have people sat there in the middle of a big arena with COD and Dota and CS and all these other games going on, and feel like they're in a proper like heaven for competitive gamers, and get to play some competitive Halos and play against the top players around the world. I mean, Shopify Rebellion, probably the favourites for this one, unsurprisingly, have signed up for tomorrow, so we should probably get them on our stream. I'm assuming they'll make it to the winners final. If they don't, then that will be something fun for us to talk about tomorrow. We have Trippy's team over here, the Decepticons, who have also signed up. We have teams from across Europe that I can see there in the background coming to join us. Clutch Academy, they have their squad there, big partners and friends of us here over at EHL. We also have Noobs, which is what was that, Infinity? Sorry, Infinity made a comment there. It is a LATAM team. There you go. See, this shows what I know about LATAM Halo. So great to see those guys signing up. We have Majin, the European powerhouse, that is. Bastos, SLG and Mighties. And is this Seeker I see? I thought Seeker had retired, but apparently not. Apparently he's back.
Making a comeback for DreamHack.
And we love to see that. We love to see the gods returning. And these guys should put up a massive fight. I want to see these guys up against Shopify Rebellion on Sunday in our final for the Open. And honestly, I want to see them in the grand finals in person on DreamHack end of March as well. That would be absolutely huge. But we also have a team here called Colosseum. I don't think they have an org yet. This should be a pretty scary squad for anybody to go up against. I feel like these guys need no introduction. You can kind of work out who they are from their face-it names, even if sometimes they don't quite match up. Rain is asking, who is on Lahazy? Who is on Lahazy? Oh, it is the French squad. Knuckles is back. So we have Knuckles, Callie, Brainiac, and Sunrise. Have you played against any of these guys, Capo, before?
I must have done. I don't think I have. I think these guys are too good for me, if I'm honest with you, Reed.
I've ended up against Sunriz a couple times, and the Sunrizzler is hard. He is a bit of a menace on the map, and I think these guys should do pretty well. A definite big spread here for the Open tomorrow, and it's glad to see so many teams signed up, and hopefully we'll get even more signed up today and tomorrow. But trying to work out what's going on here.
I think Zero's internet has blown up. Let me ask Perk what he wants to do. He says he can get Funky in.
Wow, this puts a bit of a dampener on a nice series. Up to you.
So,
I mean, you want to run a map 5? We can run a map 5.
Let me just ask Finnis quickly if he's happy as captain. Yes, Virginia's.
Snipe Drone was signed up with Mosen Ninja in our tournament last week. Yes. I haven't gone through all the rosters yet for tomorrow, so it's possible he could be playing. Maybe Infinity will be aware and let me know in my ear. But yes, Eva, sorry, Zero's internet's gone down, which is like the worst time to happen before map 5. Maybe he doesn't want to be embarrassed. Maybe that's what's happened. Maybe he's scared. I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm sure that's not the case. No one wants to bow out of map 5.
Okay, yeah. Finnis is confirmed he's happy. Perk's confirmed he's happy. I'm just gonna go off what the captains say, to be honest with you. So if they're happy, we carry on. Do we do a full re for the game 5, considering it's different players?
What? Oh,
Or
sorry.
do we-
Yes. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
reset. I thought you meant a full re of the best of 5. I was like, we're not doing another best of 5. No, I see what
No,
you mean.
we do a best of 7 read. We're not going to sleep tonight, mate.
Ah, I'm not sleeping tomorrow or the day after. I want to at least get an early night tonight.
Yeah, because I mean, that's you can't really come in mid game, right?
Of course. Yeah. Of course. Cool. Okay.
I don't really
so-
know, and this is reflective of the chaos we get in IH lobbies, and like some people find it fun, but it's a bloody headache.
This is why every single time I hear you talk about ranked 8s, I just get flashbacks to when we used to have tiered 8s in the sauna, and all the headache and drama that came with that, and trying to arbitrarily draw lines between players, and then somebody would be like, oh, I'm kind of in this level. Yeah. So I don't envy your job running the 8 server, but I'm glad you're doing it, because it is great to have somewhere just to hop on and play. Because as much people moan, they moan more when they don't have it to play.
Yeah, I think Zero's coming back. So if Zero's coming back, we carry on with the scores as they were, which was 23 to 20, because they did have camo as well.
That would be huge. I hope that's the way we're going. I really do. Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, yeah, this is the drama we get, Reed. It's funny.
Whilst we got a little bit of a pause here, I want to talk a little bit about the MCC event we have coming up for the 11th of February. So that will be next week. We are going to be playing not only MCC, but not just one specific game. So I don't know if you played any of the sort of Pride Month events we've done on MCC and stuff like that. What we'll essentially be doing is we'll be picking different games. So you might be in a best of 3 where you have to play Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 4. And just like that, you have to master all the games to win the entire series. And equally so, that caused a little bit of drama because, you know, there is one game by everybody that people don't want to play. So, for example, I suck at Halo CE, right? I don't know the spawns, I don't know the spawn traps. There's a lot you can abuse in that game. I also can't be XR in the classic Halo 2. So if I have to play any of those two, I'm absolutely dead to rights. But then equally so, somebody that plays a lot of Halo CE and Halo 2 might absolutely suck playing Halo 4. So it's really good to get that balance across all the games. And if that does sound like a lot of fun to you and does interest you, then please make sure you're in our Discord, the EHL Discord, and you're paying attention for that announcement of sign up for that tournament. And jump in and get involved. It's just an evening, 7 PM GMT onwards. Should only be a few hours. Should be a lot of fun. But let's get into this one. If we do continue on the 23-20 mark, and we are now already at 25-23 here, Capo.
Yeah, they're maintaining a 2-kill lead here, but this start is so different, the dynamic, because Suspense had the camo. Cammy's picked it up, but his last start. If Zero gets the kill, not even the trade. So if you're Team Perk, the reset's not affected you negatively.
Yeah, you were a little bit worried there that they'd gotten away with a free camo there because of the DC, but it's all worked out for them. So we do have a 7-kill lead here for Team Percussion, and that, at this stage in the game, is really, really bad for Team Finners. But it's not unrecoverable. We have seen it come back before, but it looks like probably zero chance that our team is getting staked, so that shows something about the effectiveness of this game. The stick comes through, so that will be a trade, yeah, for Cammy and Zero. So yeah, great job for them, as you just said.
It's a 9-kill lead now. This is looking like it's in Perk's favour. 10 kills now.
4 kills for Zero, 4 kills for Suspense, 4 kills for Perk. Across the board, they are pretty even.
Ooh.
And, a nice piv there for Cammy. He'll come out of that one alive. Greeny, last player up here for Team Percussion, will try to one-on-one Cammy.
What 5?
Hits the perfect, hits the 5, gets away with that one, even though he had no backup from any of his teammates, and there was people alive to help back up Cammy. He just fucking charges in and takes him down. I love the I've got to be careful with my words. I love the passion and the pride coming out. He goes full charge.
See, at this stage of the Slayer, like like when we play in the comp games, like you really slow it down if you're in the lead and you just try and bait people in, go for the trades, because that's all you need, right? So, do you think they'll go within this shell, or do you think they'll continue to go forward?
There's going for 1-for-1s, but they kind of end up there in a 1-on-1 situation, but it's a 4-on-4 instead. Now, this camo is absolutely huge here for Team Finners. If they can get it, and that pip is going to help them, it is going to be what they need, if anything, to stay in this one. They have actually called back a few kills. Oh, the trade comes through there.
Zero.
Camo did end up going, I believe, to Finners as he has got dropped down. Oh no, Camo is in the hands of Beacon. So it is in the hands of Team Finners. If he can make perfect use of it, then it will be huge. But actually, he doesn't really stop his two teammates going down and ends up getting traded out himself. So we are now 2 kills away from a win here for Team Percussion. Backslap comes through, make that a 1 kill. And as you said, trades are everything in Slayer. But a couple shots coming across, 1 life left, and that is it, as you say so yourself. Only a 6
love
kill.
the teabag as well.
Only a 6 kill win there at the end. But we're going to have to try to remember what the kills were before the reset. But either way, really great comeback there from Team Percussion after the reset.
Do you know what? It's very impressive from Team Park there, because the odds looked against them, especially after the first game, to lock in and win that second series, and then the third, and then Lattice I thought might chalk the mentals, but then to focus up the Slayer, Zero having to reset his internet, the break, whilst they had the 3-kill lead and they had Camo, losing that advantage, going into the game 5 again. Very impressive performance. Big plays there from all of the team. It's hard to pick an MVP from that last game. But who would you say the MVP for the series is?
I'm going to say the MVP for this series is Sydney, who is Suspensor's dad, just dropping 5 tier 1 subs here in our chat. He says he was going to drop 5 subs if he won, and his son did it. So I'm glad that it went the way of Team Percussion now, and I really appreciate the support. Jokes aside, thank you so much for that. That means so much for us. You did also ask a question. Who do I think the MVP was?
Sydney.
Sydney. Looking at the rosters, I was thinking there was going to be players that were going to just absolutely dominate, and the guys that I was less familiar with were just going to kind of sit there and be support. But I think individually, we saw basically every single player have a game where they were just absolutely frying. I mean, we saw a few breadstickings in certain games, but then those same players would hop into another map and be up by like 10 kills and top of the leaderboard, right? I mean, absolutely huge showing from basically everybody, right? Like, I don't want to pick out an individual player because I think everybody really put their all into the entire series, and going to a map 5 just kind of proves that.
Yeah. The real winner was Halo and Smokey 8. I think hopefully that was a good showcase for what happens in our Discord. And with EU Halo, like, we've got some phenomenal players, and the community is getting together as the game's dying. So jump in whatever Discord you're in, get together, start playing together. Be that in Smokey 8, Scrim Centrals, EU Sauna, wherever it is. Let's keep the passion alive whilst the game's on its final legs.
100%. And thank you for joining me on this cast. I'm not gonna actually be a coward. I am gonna pick an MVP for the series. I'm gonna pick the MVP to be Zero. I think he had a few games he struggled, but I really sympathise with his play because it's very similar to what happens to me when I play 8, and he had some absolutely astounding games there as well. I'm now gonna make you pick an MVP as well.
Do you know what? I was very impressed with Zero, because like watching the stream, there were a few moments where it's like, oh, if he doesn't get that kill, or if he doesn't get the trade, it's going to mess things up. But he got it. He always got the kill or the trade, and it was pivotal. So I can see why you've picked Zero. But I think I've got it. Oh, it's hard. I can't choose. Like, Suspense made some crazy plays as well, like that Fortress game. A couple of the caps were just due to his genius. But then Greeny, again, I saw some huge kills from the Smokebox franchise. And representing Smokebox, I've got to go for Greeny. I think he made some big kills, so he can get some 5s on Finners and Cammy to take them out of the game at really important moments in the maps they won. So I'm going to go for my MVP is Greeny, but Zero is a close second.
That's completely valid. I think Greeny did such a good performance. against some of the players he was up against. And again, I was impressed by the amount of fives he was getting, like fiving, EU solid high tier players just as if it's nothing. But obviously, for the start of that Solitude, Cammy, just hats off, just absolutely wiped the floor of everybody. All right, I think that'll be it for us. Hopefully in the future we may have another one of these that we get to watch, and you guys can come at home and sit and watch what we're doing. But thank you for joining me, Capo, and thank you for everything you do for the EU community with your Smokebox 8. I will drop the the Discord invite in the chat again, so if you want to play some 8s in Europe, hop in there. And I want to thank everybody else for watching at home, and we will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for the DreamHack Open Day 1. We'll be starting at 5 p.m. BST. The games will be starting at 5 p.m. BST. We'll be live just a bit before then. And then on Sunday, we will have the continuation of that tournament as well, as it is a global open. So I look forward to seeing you there, and we will see you, hopefully, we hopefully will see you then.
Found me right here. I'm running out of air. Coming up from the deep. Drowning right here. But you're the one who cared. Showing up like you did. No matter what I said or did, you breathe me back to life. Felt like I was dead inside, but you breathe me back to life. One touch, and I am back like I never left. My heart is whole again. I got you to feel again. I'm coming back like I never left, 'cause you breathe me back. You breathe me back to touch, and I am back like I never left. My heart is whole again. I got you to feel again. I'm coming back like I never left, 'cause you breathe me back. You breathe me back to life. Getting closer,
Double kill.
knowing I'm okay, 'cause you got me to be. It ain't over. All I hear you say, said it's all that you see. No matter what I said or did, you breathe me back to life. Felt like I was dead inside, but you breathe me back to life. One touch, and I am back like I never left. My heart